गेम प्लेको साथमा आफ्नो रिजल्टलाई सबै कुरा स्टेबल भयो है भन्ने तरिकाको चिकन डिनर गेम प्ले देखाएर गएका थिए। त्यो कन्फिडेन्स टिमको तर्फबाट देखाइएको थियो। आई थिङ्क मच निडेड कुरा पनि त्यही नै थियो। एन्टायर लबी भरिमा सबैभन्दा बढी क्युरियस भएर हेर्ने टिम भनेको त डिआरएसकै टिम रहन पुग्नेछ। अर्को अपडेट तपाईँहरूले अन स्क्रिन पनि देख्न पाउनुहुनेछ कि अबको अपकमिङ म्याच खेल्न को जाँदैछ भनेर। यही नै हो ओभरअल कहानी। अब हामी हेर्नेछौँ इराङ्गलको म्याचलाई कसले कुपअप गर्नेछन्। त्यसको लागि प्लेन पाथ लगायतका कुराहरू ट्रान्जेक्सनको साथमा हामी देख्न पाइनेछ। अन्चलाई यो म्याचमा म बिदा दिन चाहन्छु। मसँग जोडिनेछन् विपुल साथी। स्वागत छ विपुल साथी। पहिलो म्याच सानक हेरियो, टिटुकेको पर्फर्मेन्स पनि हामीले हेऱ्यौँ। अपकमिङ म्याच, अब यो म्याचको कहानी के बन्नेछ त्यसको बारेमा पनि चर्चा त रहने नै छ। पहिलो म्याच आरडीको टिमको चिकन डिनर खतरनाक नै रहेको थियो। अब डिफ्रेन्ट टिमको एन्ट्री, कस्तो जाला थियो यो म्याच?
आई थिङ्क फेरि पनि लडेरै खेलेको देख्न पाउँछौँ होला। प्ले अफ चलिरहेको छ, एक्सपेक्टेसन पनि त्यही नै छ हाम्रो कि टिमहरू थोरै एग्रेसिभ फ्रन्ट इनिसियल फेजमा भनेर फाइनलमा पुगिसक्दा कम्प्लिट डिफ्रेन्ट
को जान्छ त यार याजमा
गर्नेछौँ। बट आउट अफ बक्स जति राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स नेपाली टिमहरूबाट
मेलबेटले कहाँ बेटिङ गर्छ हो। साउन्ड सानो आयो एकछिन है त।
जो वाइल्ड कार्ड खेलेर आउँदै थिए
ठिक छ अब हेर त केटा
चाहिँ देख्न पाइएको छ। इनफ्याक्ट मिस्टिकको टिमबाट हिजो पनि पहिलो म्याच चिकन डिनर, आज पनि सेकेन्ड थर्ड राउन्डको फिनिस जहाँ होल्ड गेम राम्रै देखाउँदै थियो टिम।
क्वालिटी त छँदै छैन नि यिनीहरूको।
है हामी पनि छौँ, हामीलाई पनि यसो याद गरेर
प्रोडक्सन पैसा छैन जस्तो छ।
मिल्टा पावरबाट सुरु भएको मन्दी फ्लाइट पाथ जाँदैछ सुटिङ रेन्जको अगाडिपट्टिसम्म एन्ड हुनेछ। टिमहरूको कुरा गर्ने भने डिआरएसका लागि मिल्टामा ट्रबल छैन। सर्कल पनि मिल्टा सेन्ट्रिक नै बन्छ कि क्या हो भन्ने जस्तो छाटकाट देखिँदैछ। यासना कम्प्लिटली ओपन देखिरहेको थिएँ मैले, खाली देखिरहेको थिएँ। जब 20 टिम सेलेक्ट भएपछि यसो को कता झर्ने रहेछन् भनेर हेरिँदै थियो। अहिलेको लागि एलएचसीको टिमले बोल्ड एक्सनको साथमा नक निकाल्दै गरेको माम्बाल देखिरहेको छु किल फिडमा। यता स्कुल अपार्टमेन्ट साइडमा के ओएम रहने गर्छौँ, यहाँ खासै प्रब्लम छैन। बट रोजक वरपर थोरै ट्रबल चाहिँ भनेको रहेछ। आज नर्मली फेरि फायर कोही वरपर स्प्लिटमा लुट्न लागि गएको छ। यो पटक अलिकति यहाँसम्म पुग्नको लागि समस्या रहेको थियो। बिचमा फाइट इनिसिएट भएको रहेछ। मतलब एक ट्रेड बिनासी एनुअलको खालको बिचमा भएको छ। बिनासी प्लेयरलाई त फिनिस नै गर्यो, चक्कु हानेर नै क्रिसको तर्फबाट आफ्नो पार्टनर पनि जोगाउनु पर्ने छ। त्यहाँ अब एकजना प्लेयर नक भएका छन्, त्यो प्लेयरलाई पनि उठाउनु पर्यो। बाँकी टिमहरूको कुरा गर्ने भने ग्रुप डी खेलेको थिएन। रोयल ड्रागन नभएपछि नोभो खाली रहने भयो। आरएलएक्स बिहोर्नु परेन। उता VETM7 पनि छैन जसले अब स्पट खाली
क्वालिफाई गर्न सकेन नि।
इनफ्याक्टमा फोर्थ डेथ मसिन पनि छैन यो लबीमा, जसले गर्दाखेरि रुइन्स वरपरको स्पेस पनि खाली चाहिँ खाली नै।
क्वालिटी यही हो क्या यिनीहरूको, छैन क्या प्रोडक्सन पैसा छैन।
प्रिसाइजली स्पटहरू सबै हेरिएको छ टिमको तर्फबाट। अनि के कस्तो छ त्यही अनुसारले किन त्यति धेरै मेहनत गर्नु मन लागेको हो साथीलाई। मेहनत कडा छ। मेहनतको हिसाबले फल पाउनुले त्यही नै भन्नु। यता एनआरसीको टिमको इन्ट्री हुँदै त थियो। इन्ट्री हुँदा हुँदैको एक्जिट एक प्लेयरले त फेस गरि नै सकेका छन् त्यहाँ। प्लेयरको लागि कुराहरू
destroy his tire. Is it some sort of like tactic in terms of like how to deal with friction on the road? Is this physics?
Physics not physicking for some reason. I don't know why, but we have some weird physics logic. But talking about the team that is at the use now, Poliana, it is the team LHC so far. We can see the Spreech moving with their cars, trying to take like a safe route for themselves. Killer of Mountains at the school side, the compartments, the main school building, it's all theirs to loot. There is no one in the proximity that can actually harm these guys for right now. And this is exactly why we can even see Loco super far away, even halfway towards the Pachinki side, halfway down to the Pachinki side, the compartments, the compounds that actually occurs in the middle of the school and the Pachinki. He's looting there. Kyo from KOM, it's actually going to the main building of the school, but do I see someone in the Rozok City? I think I see someone in the Rozok City. So one thing, Killer of Mountains, you need to get your act together on this is the fact that if and only if that single team decided to move up the Rozok Hill, you might be getting into a pickle situation. But 4 minutes have passed and no fight, actually that much of a fight whatsoever.
Okay, we don't exactly know what is happening at the moment, but teams are actually busy, of course, pillaging through towns and getting all of the resources. And this is pretty exciting because I think the teams are really trying to pull off smart battles. They don't want to go for a lot of drop clashes to happen during the first few zones. I mean, everyone is just busy with their rotation. Everyone's just busy getting all of the attachments and everything that they need before they get into any engagement. So, do you have any specific team that you are actually rooting for in Erangel?
रियोस्ट भयो जस्तो छ हौ केटा नेपाली नि गयो नेपाली नि छैन नेपाली त झन् अड्किरहेछ यिनीहरूको त एटलिस्ट बोलेको त सुनिरहेछ यस विष्णु मेसेज गर्दै रहेछ मलाई हिजो राति टेक्निकल इरर आयो जुटी कसरी थाहा हुन्छ यार 3 जनाको तपाईलाई चाहिँ सकाइ आउँदैन रे सकाइहरु गेम खेल्दै छन् होला आज गेम राख्दिएको छ पार्टीमा जानु भएन दाजु रश्मि को रे पार्टी आज हो र म त भने त छैन 100k पुग्दैन होला हौ जुटी गाह्रै छ आयो
So I don't believe in caster.
रियोस्ट होइन भएर छ नि त
Teams needs to be tactical. They know what they're doing inside the battlefield, so I'm pretty sure they can take care of themselves. And if something is not going right for the team, then that's probably what you can, what you say that they need to go back to the drawing board and maybe talk about what they could have done in certain situations and adjust accordingly. Now, getting back into the game, here, ladies and
नेपाली
gents,
नहेर्नु म केटा हो यहाँ नेपाली हेर्यो भने क्वालिटी राम्रो छैन भने गर्छु नौ सबजनालाई खुसी पार्नै नसकिने रहेछ
yet. But if we're going to look at the team's overall status, we've got NRC
गेम केमा छ केटाहरुको रे
already
ब्रोडकास्ट च्यानल जोइन गर्नु न
two of
रोशन
their
गुरु
members,
अन्त
as
हुन्छ
well
नि
as Duty here. They're playing with
ब्रोडकास्ट
just
च्यानल जोइन गरेर
three. They
राख्नुपर्छ
haven't put up any numbers
त्यहाँ आउँछ
just
क्या
yet.
सबै
But I feel
युट्युबमा
like
युट्युबको लिंक पठाइदिन्छ
we'll
कहाँ गेम भइरहेछ
probably
भनेर
see teams collide at stage 2.
The fact is, NRC is responsible for the one-player elimination of Jetty Squad. Then, they get punished by the team RG Royal Gurkhas. The 2 eliminations to their name. And I just want to see how close are they right now on the map that this actually occurred. That this kind of a fight actually occurred. But oh my God, disconnected. But here we go. Okay.
गेम सानो गरे नि ठुलो बना भन्छ
No.
यतिकै हेर न जुटी अब
You had the perfect angle, perfect opportunity.
मारे
And right with this, the teams are once again going for the fight. Okay, did a lot of damage on towards the players. They're going up to the mountaintop and single shot, one more shot that actually occurred. OPZ Mosh with this is right now on his knees.
100k मा अनाउन्समेन्ट छ कि छैन रे छैन हौ 100k मा के अनाउन्समेन्ट छ यार जुटी जोन त उति पर्यो त यो त PMGO मा नेपेक्सले चिकन हानेको जस्तै पर्छ क्या
You know what, the theme for today should be Carpe Diem. Okay, seize the day, ladies and gents, okay? We can only hope for the best, you know, to all the teams that are participating here at the PMNC. And right now, OPZ Esports, they need a lot of positive energy, to be exact, just because, you know, day number 1, again, they haven't shown us a very good performance just yet, but perhaps, you know, we can see a different story happen for day number 2, but not with this kind of course, performance. Right now we can see on the screen because okay, they just went up against a team here. I believe that was Duty, right?
Yes.
But OPZ Esports, I believe, we still need them to be part of the latter stages of this match just to make sure that they remain competitive. But right now, Mukesh getting slaughtered by
100k मा त त्यो चिन्ता नलिकन पहिला पुरा 100k कति पुग्यो मेरो टाउकोमा कति छ
from Nepex Esports?
200 त पुगेछ
Oh
92
my god, I don't know what Nepex is doing at this point. The first map, they did the exact same thing. They got picked up by the team
exclamation
that was,
broadcast लेख्नु न जुटी अनि आउँछ क्या
close to them, but not
Horago
that
game.
close that could actually take them down. They were actually taken up by surprise, and once again, the player's just looting at his own pace. He's just chilling over there, trying to get out of this place, and instantly he gets shot on, get knocked down. Instant confirmation comes in. And this is not how it works in Nepex. You need to know, you need to understand the way that you have played the day number 1 for yourself. You're putting it all into the bin from this point onward if you're going to keep playing like this. Someone is going to overtake you. Someone is definitely going to take that crown number 1 position away from you if you keep doing this. But Haina Esports, Nadzu, you can see him getting some shots. The rest of the teams are actually going for the fires. Tribe Arrow Messi. Once again, this is another team that did so good on the day number 1. But right now, the day number 2, they are struggling.
Okay, Pekka cooking up that nade, going up against Tribe Arrow Messi. Pekka needs to heal up a bit, but okay, I think I got you, bro.
एउटै छ हो त्यो मैले त्यो उयो भएर हो मैले यो हेरेको भएर चाहिँ नेपाली छिटो भए जस्तो लाग्यो
Survive this clash up against Tribe Arrow Messi.
एउटै टाइम छ हो दुईटै
Because Nozu right now is currently down on the ground and he needs to be picked up as well.
केटा हो यो इंग्लिश नबुझेको भएर तिमीहरुलाई गाह्रो भएको होला हैन टक अनसाइटीकोमा छ होला हो नेपाली त्यहाँ गएर हेर्नु न इंग्लिश गाह्रो भयो भने अब मलाई त खासै फरक पर्दैन बच्चैदेखि इंग्लिश स्कुल पढेको हैन वर्षै एसटी अति पर्यो त जोन्जाम हौ छोड्दिम जे भएको किलो उठाम जोन्जाम
Now you know why I was calling constantly Pika yesterday, but here we have it.
CR7 हो र खोइ निन्जा रे चन्दन दाइ फाइनल्समा आउँछन् होला अहिले कहाँ यसमा पैसा दिदैनन् बुढा कहाँ आउँछन् त नि फाइनल्स चाहिँ गर्नै पर्छ फाइनल्स गरेन भने त पब्जीले मार्छ
from the side of the Tribe Arrow Messi. Tribe Arrow Messi lost 3 of their players, and I give the
दाइलाई एक्लै गर्न लगाएको दाइले कति सुनाए तिमीहरुलाई
but Big OP so far he's the guy that's going to take one player down from the team LOD. In the meanwhile, you could see that in the water, just chilling there, trying to move its pace. But you know, the 50% of the circle that is in the water, it's going to help those teams with the hovercraft. The rest of the teams. But here we go, LOD, they're going to lose one of their players. Killer Mountain.
नेपाली नि कमेन्ट खासै त्यतिको राम्रो त होइन नि त लाउनै पर्छ भने गरे
next to them LHC is also one of the
at least हाम्रो इंग्लिश vocabulary त राम्रो हुन्छ
ASC Tribe Arrow Messi, they're also closing in. They're also
bootcamp डुबेन हिजो रे bootcamp अगाडि हिजो डुबेको थियो
one single shot can mean
बर्खामा त डुब्छ होला
all of the team Tribe Arrow Messi may just leave, but what happened? The players
ओए रुल्स रोल त नाम चेन्ज गरेछ नि त
connected. No, this is not happening. They had the perfect opportunity against Team Tribe Arrow Messi.
Well, we did see a lot of trades already happen, but okay, before we jump into another
सोल्टीको केटाहरु यो सोल्टीको भाइहरुले नै क्वालिफाई गर्न सक्छ हो राम्रो लय पक्रियो भने अति खेल्छन् उनीहरु नि
Manco 90
को दुई जना जस्तो लाग्छ हो तिमीहरुलाई क्वालिफाई गर्ने लेखम त
There's a bit of hesitation to actually get inside the building. I am wondering though where the rest of the team is.
त्यही हो र क्वालिफाई भएन भनेर पिन गरेर
flush them out, but from behind. My goodness, that was such an accurate shot coming from LHC, eliminating the threat who is going after two of his teammates here. So great shot. Unfortunately, one of them is currently knocked down on the ground, and they need to heal each other up as fast as they can because there are other teams that's lurking within proximity as well and might join into the mix.
They might just do it at this point, but right now what we are saying is a complete aggressive stances. You can see how well the teams have dispersed themselves into this small circle. There we go. The stage number 4 has occurred. The stage number 4 and 15 teams. Oh my goodness. 15 teams are still in the game, are still in the match. 44 players. Team Mystic to MTD Twisted 4. Oh no, things are not looking good for them. The grenades, the throwables that can potentially take them down. T2K had the perfect opportunity to take them all down, but Onkill is going to take Igneous down. He's going to instantly confirm that elimination just because he wants to do it at this point. He don't want to get that point losing up.
He don't want to really bigaryo ele bhakare grammar tara thikai cha.
But Ajaya closing in now with this Mystic MTD Twisted. The chances are slim. The chances are getting slim of your survival, but it's still not zero. You still have a perfect chance of surviving. But there we go. Ajaya Mystic Y10 down, but instantly Onkill is going to take Ajaya down too.
मलाई आरडी को भाइहरु क्वालिफाई हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ हो यसो हेर्दाखेरि.
Towards that car, towards that supercar, the Lamborghini.
सन्दन दाइलाई चाहिँ एसटी को केटाहरु क्वालिफाई हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ स्योर.
But not the confirmation.
भने गर्छ न उले त एसटी स्योर क्वालिफाई भन्दै.
Do it. LHC in the meanwhile gets eliminated.
मलाई चाहिँ आरडी चाहिँ हुन्छ जस्तो लागिरहेछ.
Is out of the match and successfully T2K has managed to save Jaya.
Last one, Nipex.
Okay, that was a pretty cool exchange coming from Mystic and of course T2K. Mystic, even though they lost the fight, they did not make it easy for T2K to just eliminate them just like that. You know, they came down, but they took, I believe, one player from T2K. That would be Igneous with a hit-and-run situation just moments ago. But still, that was quite a good run coming from Mystic. Anyway, getting back into action here, it's Netpex once again on the screen, this time versus RC32 Esports.
T2K हिजो पहिलो दुई गेम त बिगारे थिए है 38 पॉइंट बनाइसकेछ नि त भनेपछि अघिको गेम पनि राम्रो खेलेको थियो.
They're now going up against
कति दिन हो प्लेअफ लिन्छ? प्लेअफ मलाई लाग्छ 4 दिन हो सायद. 16 गेम सबले लेख्छु खेल्ने.
Now they're getting challenged by another team here.
16 देखि 20 16 17 18 19 5 दिन रहेछ यार.
Paying for this exchange. 3 of them already out of the game. But Hoina Esports would love to give Syndicate a taste of their own medicine. It's just that
17 18 19 20 4 दिन रहेछ 4 दिन.
It was able to dance it up against Hoina.
4 दिन 16 गेम each.
Pull up a successful kill up against Hoina, and now they're about to emerge victorious from yet another clash here at stage 4 in Erangel.
I am so amazed on the fact.
हो र खेल्न पर्दैन रे क्वालिफाई भए पाउँथ्यो खेल्न. नपरेको हैन नसकेको हो.
And let me tell you, this is going
to be one
heck
of a bloodbath
for all of these teams. There is the team Sin, there is the team T2K, Syndicate trying their level best to like cement themselves.
HNE र RD देख्छु बो म त रे. HNE त खै त्यो हुन्छ नि.
Is going to take down Netpex and oh my god.
Game राम्रो गेम देखाकै छैन यो टुर्नामेन्टमा.
On just a single
फाइनल छ आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ गेम देखिन्छ कि.
#12.
अहिले त अब 2 मै छ ठिकै हो कि.
They're going to be able to get and secure for themselves, but there we go.
यहाँको नेपाल फाइनल्स त बिगारे थियो एकदम.
Hoina Esports getting eliminated in the meanwhile. The top 2 contenders in the overall rankings, they have been taken away. DRS, this is your perfect opportunity. This is your perfect chance of securing this game. Get that top position for your own self. DRS has the best opportunity. Team RG Royal Gurkhas also has the best opportunity as well right now to at least secure those 50 points.
Broadcast Deepu Blogger today BRO AD
पनि छुटेछ है तपाईको. That is above 35 points. If they can manage to secure that chicken dinner for themselves, that is an
डिस्पेन्ड कहिले गर्ने त हो र टिम त्यसो भयो अरे.
number 1
डिस्पेन्ड गर्न पर्थ्यो तर हामीसँग पैसा छ. त्यही भएर हामीले डिस्पेन्ड नगर्ने डिसिजन ल्यायो क्या जुटी.
2 minutes and a half before we
पैसा
move into the next stage.
थोरै भए चाहिँ डिस्पेन्ड गर्नु पर्थ्यो. वाल चेल छ.
Although they were able
किनकि ऑडियन्स यत्रो छ, सपोर्ट यत्रो छ.
4 elimination points in their pocket.
त्यही भएर अब स्यालेरी दिनु पर्दैन केटाहरुलाई मिसन घटाएर स्यालेरी लिइराको छन्. महिनामा 2-3 लाख कमाउँछन् हरेक जनाले अलिकले मिसन घटाएर.
त्यही भएर team and still make it happen. Looking at DRS, 1 point in the bag.
बुझ्नु भयो नि.
Delta. They are pretty surrounded by teams here, and potentially they could score more points given a very good vantage point compared to the rest. Again, it all boils down to how
कत्रो
good the
बिटी हो
execution will be
ठुल्दाइको
coming
रे
from
बिटी हानेको
the
होइन नि
real
केटाहरूले
soldiers. I
महिनामा
mean,
कति
this is
कमाउँछन्
their
सोध्नु
first
न
game in
स्ट्रिमरबाट
day number 2, so
बिटी
there's
होइन
a
नि
need for them to kind of pick up the
सन्दन
pace or
दाइ
like
जति
really
जतिकै
step
कमाउँछन्
up
हो
for
केटाहरूले
today's set
आजकल
of matches just to, of course,
बिटी हानेको होइन
remain
हो साँच्ची
one of the
भनेको
best teams to look out for in PMNC. Now, looking at the situation for KOM, 5 points in the bag. This is not the best of spots,
नेपाली टिम
I can say,
चाहिँ देखिरहेको
because
छु
they
त्यो
need to
यो
worry
मुनि यो
about not
बाहिरको
just one
टिमहरूलाई चाहिँ आउट
team,
बनाउनु पर्यो क्या हामीले है
but
सबै हेर न
I
मुनि
guess
मुनि
another
रहेछन्
team coming from
हाम्रो
coming
भुटानको हो
from
त्यो
the
केटाहरू
left
भुटानको केटाहरू
side.
त माथि माथि रहेछन् दुइटा एलओडी पनि रहेछन् त एलओडी
DRS. They have secured
कतिजनाको
their
फेभरेट टिम
position.
हो
We
एलओडी
can look at them right here on the hashtag number 2 with the 2 eliminations into their name, 45 total points.
तपाईँले चाहिँ
Free
कतिको म
G-Sports,
कमाउँदैन नि
they're looking
म
at
त
Team LOD. They're looking at the other teams
विशेष
as well.
होइन
But you know what they need to do? They need to get themselves in the circle as soon as
टेन्सन छ हो
possible. Because if they don't, it's going to be a really hard-hitting factor that the rest of the teams are
Oi,
going to go down.
zone
Team
leg
2K,
ako.
the 5 elimination, the hashtag number 9. You're not going to get that positioning point even at this position. Come on! Even after all that
कमाउने कुरा
survival,
होइन हो
you're
होरोको
still not
पिएमएनसी
gonna
को
be able
यस्तो
to
हो
get a
जुटी अब
single
उताबाट
survival point for
उताबाट
yourself. But here we go, 17 players,
हामीलाई अब
8 total
भन् नभन्
teams.
भनेको हुन्छ
Screech,
अनि हामीले अनि
Fiber
आएर
Messi,
यहाँ अब
Team
के भन्नु चुप
Sen,
लाएर बस्यो
Team
भने एटिट्युड
NRC,
देखायो यो मुजीले च्याट
they
पढेन
are
भन्छ
the
अनि बिटी त
one
दिनु
with
परिहाल्यो
the
नि
solo players
कस्तो
that
कुरा गरेको
whatsoever. So
आफ
we have
टिमहरूले
4
चाहिँ के
teams
बिटी
that
दिएको
are
सोधेर
solo.
कति
Then we
सोधेको
have
थाहा
the
छ सबैलाई
LOD
चुप लाएर
with a
बस्ने त
duo,
नि सक्यो
RC32
भन्नै पर्दैन
with
मैले यो
a
कुरा
trio, and last but not the least, it is
म के भन्नु
DRS
यहाँ
and
आएर
with a
अब
full man squad.
नभन्
It's
भनेको छ
Screech Esports.
कन्फिडेन्सियालिटी
They
भन्ने
get
कुरा
finished
हुन्छ
out.
एउटा
This is the
कन्फिडेन्सियल
time.
भनेको के हो
AST,
कन्फिडेन्सियल
Team
भनेको
LOD,
एकचोटि
you
गएर
have
गुगल
to
गर्नु
take that, like,
भन्न के मिल्छ
aggression into
मिल्दैन
your own hand. RC32
चुप
taking
लाएर
one player
बस्नुपर्छ
of the
थाहा छ
LOC
त
down. LOC coming in
जब
with
अफिसियलले
the
आफै हाल्छ
grenades,
तब
with the
थाहा हुन्छ
deployables,
सबैलाई
with every utility that they can possibly dump upon their players, upon their
थाहा
enemies.
भइ
Oh my
नि
God,
सोध्या
they
सोध्या
really
गर्छ अनि
are
बिटी बढी भयो
connected.
बिटी बढी भयो मेरो बिटी कि तिमीहरूको बिटी कति सोधेको हौ गेम हेर्न आएको हो यहाँ वाच पार्टी लेखेको छ वाच पार्टी गर्नु नि
But from the backside, the players are going to rush up.
सबलाई थाहा छ पुरै कम्युनिटीलाई थाहा छ सबलाई थाहा छ बच्चा बच्चालाई थाहा भइसक्यो त्यही पनि सोध्नु परिरहेछ
Going around with the grenades. Come on, grenades. A little bit further. You can
ओइ
do it. You
अति
can do
राम्रो
it.
मोल्टो
But
भने
that's
यार
Molotov. Oh my goodness. This is a good one. Oh no.
अहिले यो ले नेसाको
could've
ल्यानी
been
बेन खेल्छ होला होइन
with
भाइ
that
लियोबाट
Molotov.
खेल्दा
No,
जस्तो लाग्यो
just barely survived. KOM got finished up, and LOD, as soon as they're going to get off this car, they're going to be taken down.
Intensity is already on another level here, understandably so, because we're already at stage 6 here, ladies and gents, with only
12को
6
एक्जाम
teams
रोकिएला अरे
remaining.
थाहा
This
छैन
is
यार
not
जुटी मलाई 12को
only
एक्जाम
going
भइरहेछ
to
नि थाहा
be
हुँदैन
a
यार
two-way battle, because there's 2 more teams that would love to join into the mix here. They're just
अस्ति चाहिँ
really waiting for
DRS ले
the
हान्छ
right
जस्तो छ चिकन त
opportunity, and DRS Gaming. So this is the situation right now. NetBex have already been eliminated from this match. So if they perform really good, there's a big chance the DRS can already dethrone NetBex at the top spot. But of course, we still need for this match to be concluded. And that's the only time we can say if DRS was able to dethrone or take out NetBex from the #1 spot. Now we still got Syndicate over here with 2
म त
elimination
ठकुरी
points.
देखिरहेको
He
यसको नाम
has his
नेपाली रहेछ भनेको
eyes
त
up against DRS. Now he's moving away. He was able to remain evasive or elusive coming from DRS with those nades. But then again, another team has just been taken out of the equation. And now we're looking at the 5 teams remaining here. DRS remains to be strong
कति
because
कममा लाइभ रे
they
यो
do
प्लेअफ्स हो नि
have
त
a high
प्लेअफ्समा
ground
यस्तै हो जुटी
advantage, and they're making it rain bullets up against
फाइनल्स
Tribe
रमाइलो हुन्छ क्या
Airways.
प्लेअफ्स त यस्तै हो सबैजना अब फाइनल्स हुनलाई खेल्न हो
Team Triber Messi, but Triber Messi, the last guy, the only person that is right now surviving.
कति टिमलाई त मतलबै छैन जोन बाहिर फाइट लिन्छन्
Trying to make his way.
फाइनल्समा त सबजना जोन भित्र कचाङ गुजुङ हुन्छ
So far, no more utilities.
यो अफिसियल जोन हो यस
No
अफिसियल जोन
utilities whatsoever, no healing
रेड
whatsoever
क्विनको
as
कास्टिङ
well.
हेर्नुको
But
राज
RC32,
के हो निन्जा दाइ हेरे
let's see.
क्वालिटी राम्रो छ नि त यो अघि मैले नेपाली नै लाएको थिएँ फर्स्टमा यता अडियन्सले अनि इङ्ग्लिसमा क्वालिटी राम्रो छ भने मात्र यता हो कास्टिङ त दुइटै एउटै लेभलको हो जस्ट स्ट्रिम क्वालिटीले गर्दा मात्र यता हो
Let's see. if he's gonna look at the team LOD's at Nexus Kido, but
प्लेयर्स बाट टप 20 छ अहिले 20 वटा टिम छ अब 4 जना आउट हुन्छ अनि
how they're
16 वटा टिम
upon
पुग्छ
all these teams just like that. VNRC got eliminated by the team DRS right at this point. We are down to the top 4 teams, ladies and gentlemen. A solo player for the team Tribarometric, solo for the team LOD as well. But in the main midst of all of this chaos, you can see the DRS not only away, like taking a certain distance against their own self, but judging from the fact that how confident they are, they're making it work out for themselves. That's the elimination 2 elimination. This is the 3 versus 4 scenario now finally coming in. Classy, 7 more grenades in his hand. Let's see if he's gonna throw it up, if he's gonna be able to get a knockdown onto his players. You need to know in fact Ninja, that you cannot get the player out of that hovercraft. The grenade went over there. BD-sama is gonna get taken down, and from this point onward, it is the Ninja. It is the Classy, the only two.
मैले हैन हो सञ्जन दाइले हो कहाँ मैले रुवाउनु.
The only hope, but this first grenade is gonna go. It might have taken down Sama, but no.
घेरे हो केटाले
YT, once again, try again. Second grenade, no connection, but this grenade, the grenade from
finals
could have been detrimental on the DRS's side. This is the second time the grenade went this close on this player.
Top 2 performing
finals 25 देखि 27 3 दिनको फाइनल्स 5 गेम दिनमा 15 गेमको फाइनल्स मैले चाहिँ 2 दिनको फाइनल्स सोचेको थिएँ 15 दिन 3 दिनको फाइनल्स रहेछ धन्न 3 दिनको फाइनल्स त सजिलै ठिकै हुन्छ एक दिन बिग्रियो भने 2 दिनमा सकिन्छ.
Final matcher up against RC32. This is going to be the end game, and of course we are waiting to see if DRS can pull up a chicken dinner. Right now RC32 not making it easy for DRS to eliminate them. They continue to throw a lot of nades up against Killer YT, but they don't know that
the United final pugla ta
and Giante already going off angle here, looking for the right opening shot to put them down one by one.
They are trying, and as soon as RC is gonna move out of this ridge side, it's gonna be over. Just look at example. He's gonna take one down.
No kill chicken.
Is fully finished out. Killer YT is the opportunity. Go. The hovercraft is there as well. And right with this. There we go. Giante. He's gonna get the players out. And
it's the insane comeback गर्यो 10 man लाई रे. त्यही त त्यहाँ पुग्नै नपर्ने थियो. र GGDRS केटा हो. बिल्बाउ इजी छैन रे त्यही त इजी त का. हिजै त इजी थिएन 2 गोल हानेपछि त के
DRS with the winner chicken dinner. Now they're gonna be on the hashtag number 1 from this point on.
Hashtag 1 मा गयो केटाहरु.
I love the final few zones that we've seen so far. What an amazing gameplay coming from the real soldiers, and we did talk about this just a while ago. If DRS can actually pull off a great win from this match, then there's a big chance that they can actually take down Nepix Esports from the top spot. And again, this was an amazing
finals मा देखिन्छ कम्पिटिसन केटा हो. अहिले अब यो बाहिरको टिमहरुले गर्दाखेरि यस्तो देखियो सबै नेपाली टिम सबै भयो त रमाइलो हुन्छ.
with amazing nade putting down some of the players coming from the opposition, and then there's Giante shutting down
हेरौँला ब्राइटन जुटी हेरौँला.
And we did see that for the final 5 teams remaining just moments ago, DRS actually picked them off one by one, setting a great numbers onto the scoreboard here. So this is by far their best moment yet, and we do expect a lot more action coming from the real soldiers.
You're talking about the real soldiers. Of course they're gonna.
ठिकै गरेछ वन्सहरुको बिजोक छ अड्केर. त्यही त केटा हो. बिजोक त उनीहरुको कास्टिङ नि बिजोक छ नि. अतियै थियो भाइले. उमेरै हानेछ त त्यहाँ. यतिखेर मैले त्यो देख्थे होला तिमीहरुले मलाई यहाँ च्याटमा के भनेर. DRS फाइनलमा हान्नु पर्यो नि एसएल जान रे. हान्नु पर्यो नि सबैले हान्नु पर्यो नि फाइनल्समा. यहाँ त अब क्वालिफाई भइसक्यो केटाहरु सबैजना हाम्रो माथिको केटाहरु त. छिटो लिडर बोर्ड हेरौँ न को को लागि चाहिने रहेछ पोइन्ट.
they got some decent number of knocks too, but not the eliminations because the total points.
The final Barca final पुग्छ कि पुग्दैन अरे भन्न सकिन्न यार इन्टर मिलान अति छ टक्क बस्छन् ब्याक काउन्टरमा ड्याम
the zone shifts from the water side all the way to the
तर हान्छन् होला हो बार्साले त बाइन त बिचरा मेन प्लेयरै थिएन
how good it could have been, how amazing it could have been for the teams to like take the fight in the water out of their own like hard hitting terrains.
Okay, so this is going to be exciting. Again, what an explosive gameplay from Nepix Esports, fresh off of the PMGO. Day number 1 of PMNC.
Top 16 जुटी इजी छ 4 टिम मात्र आउट हो 20 वटाबाट
day number 1, but this is kind of a different gameplay we are seeing coming from Nepix, and of course they need to step it up a bit.
बार्सा ट्रेबल हो यो सिजन रे हेरौँ न के हुन्छ जुटी.
Don't want to lose the top spot to any of the teams that's also participating in this tournament. Now, looking at the most valuable player of the match here after match number 2, it is Erangel RS with an amazing 70.83% shot on to the body here. And again, if you didn't miss, all of the action just happened during the last few zones. It was amazing how they were able to pull up a great zone control, how they were able to really dictate the tempo of the game here. They have a great vantage point, and they play their cards out right. They've been patient.
Arsenal लान्छ Arsenal
rather than them playing the
Real Madrid weak थियो नि त यो पाली केटा हो त्यही भएर हो Real Madrid त गेम हेर्दै थाहा हुन्छ त
soldiers, and I'm pretty interested at how far
PSG त खतरा छ PSG लाई हरायो भने त PSG लाई हराउन सक्दैन होला
until the end this evening.
Arsenal PSG हो.
It is just a matter of factor of how well the DRS can actually.
टप 16 को गेम कति दिन हुन्छ अरे टप 16 को गेम मतलब तपाईले यो गेम चाहिँ तपाईको 20 तारिख सम्म छ 4 दिन हुन्छ फाइनल्स 25 26 27 हुन्छ फाइनल्स मा चाहिँ सञ्जन दाइ म रश्मे सब हुन्छ हामी सब हुन्छ युजु ब्रो पनि हुनुहुन्छ फाइनल्स मा त सबै जना मिलेर गर्नुपर्छ होला हेरौँ के हुन्छ फाइनल्स मा नरिफाट खेलेको छैन गाइज रे नरिफाट खेलेको थियो छोटु जी नरिफाट कन्ट्री फाइनल्स बाट आउट भयो जस्तो लाग्यो क्वालिटी भएन अरे तपाई हैन नेपाली हेर्न जानु न त्यहाँ क्वालिटी होला तपाईलाई
gonna get 19 points for themselves. There's the team RC32, 14 points. LOD Nexus with 8.
PSG नि फर्ममा छ ओभर रे झन्डै है रासफोर्डले रुवाइसकेको थियो PSG लाई किन निकाले यार एमरीले रासफोर्डले
with a 5 alongside of the team at T2K Esports as well. And this was the first chart, the first half contenders of the match number 2. Going on the hashtag number 9.
जुट्टीलाई के भयो नेपेक्स त क्वालिटी माथि नै छ
and MTD Twisted 4.
कुल बोइन चाहिँ नआउने रे कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर हो हुन त अरे कन्टेन्ट हाम्रो यो अनसाइड हेर न कास्टिङ तिर लागेको छ क्या कन्टेन्ट उलाई निकाल्ने खै पहिला स्काइलाइट्समा हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ अति जागरिलो थियो यो अहिले चाहिँ खै के हो हुन त बुट क्याम्प पनि टाढा छ हामी यसको घर भन्दा
day of domination, the hashtag number 1 position for themselves. This match
जित्छ बायाको जडिया जुटी
away from that number 1 position. Now DRS
यो सिजन यस्तो बिगारेको छ टेन्सन दिएको छ प्रिमियर लिगमा युरोपमा खुसी बनाउनै पर्छ
Yeah, exactly.
Subscribe चाहिँ गरौँ है सब्स्क्राइबै बढ्दैन यार
what is happening or what is going on with Nepix at the moment, but this performance that we're seeing from them at the moment is not
मेरो रियल नाम उगेन छोपेलामा हो यार जुटी
the games here. So again, ladies and gents, we are just talking about the teams that are currently dominating the tournaments. Of course, we do wonder if Nepix can maybe flip the script, because DRS is kind of stepping up their gameplay for now. And it's just so amazing because there's also a lot of teams showing up for today's set of matches.
EPL मा त बच्चाहरुलाई खेलाउने भन्छ त निन्जाले
बच्चाहरुलाई
खेलाउनु पर्छ हो बरु हार्यो
Royal Dragons was able to secure the first
सबै इन्जर्ड भइसक्यो हाम्रो
so again
आमा आउँछ कि बिल्बाउ सँग पर्दा छ म त
even if they weren't able to get the chicken dinner just yet, but the number of elimination points that they're able to score for the team is already a valiant effort,
त होरको फिफ्थ प्लेयर को रे हइट दामी भाइ हो अहिले
going to be any more teams that would step on the gas here
कस्तो
and
लाग्यो
kind
त
of up
अनाउन्समेन्ट
their
केटाहरुलाई
energy to secure a lot of elimination points as well,
अनाउन्समेन्ट
just
हेरेको
to
छैन
make sure
इन्स्टाको
that
लिंक
they
पिन गर्दै छु है
improve their
मैले इन्स्टामा हाम्रो
overall
ओरो स्पोर्ट्सलाई फलो
status
गर्नुहोस्
in the
41 के
rankings.
पुग्न
That
आँटेको
could
छ
be
हाम्रो
an
ओरो
interesting feat
स्पोर्ट्सको
for each and every one of us. And I know, this lobby is pretty much dominated by a lot of Nepali teams, but it's good to see that teams such as Mystic over here is
3.5
also
लाख
doing their
भ्युज
best,
पुगेछ
kind of racking up
भएको
a lot of points for their team as well, just raising up the Bhutanese flag and to make sure that they are very well represented. But more of that action, ladies and gents, please don't go away. PMNC South Asia playoffs will after this short break.
म्युजिक बज्छ
Draw creates
What?
boards. Get tons of the with a
कत्रो आवाज भनौँ यत्रो ठिक्क हुन्छ ल
when opening crates, priority is given to items you don't already own, so you don't need to worry about getting something you've already drawn. Just have fun drawing rewards. It's super easy to get your desired items. Doesn't that sound amazing? What are you waiting for? Event
के हो यार यो लुगा यो बिच्चाको त बिल्ला छ त
2025 through May 15th, 2025. Join the selection Lucky Spin event now.
ओए
Rondo is here. Are you overwhelmed by all that
अरु त्यस्तै हो न अहिलेलाई अब मेन फ्लोर त पुरानै केटाहरू हो हैटे भाइ अब बिस्तारै अब कसैले अब गेम बिगार्यो भने हो
For example, in Erangel, throwing a
मेन त अब केटाहरू
terrain. Yet
ओए
in Rondo, doing the same thing
मेन त अब केटाहरू उयो नहोस् भनेर
other than frag grenades, you could
5 जना त चाहिन्छ के केटा हो खेल्ने किनकि 4 जना मात्र भयो भने लापरवाही गर्छन् के लापरवाही अब आफू लापरवाही नगर्ने केटाहरू छन् भन्दा 4 जनै राखे नि काम ठिकै हुन्छ तर अब त्यस्तै केटाहरू छन् भने त 5 जनै चाहिन्छ क्या
pickaxes are slowest.
थ्याङ्क यू यार पटेड गेमिङ जुटी धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद हाम्रो दोस्रो अति छ है पटेड गेमिङ जुटी
When you're in trouble,
के छ केटाहरू 5 जना चाहिन्थ्यो कि चाहिँदैन थियो के लाग्छ तिमीहरूलाई
in Rondo, only the ground can be terraformed.
मेन भनेको केटाहरू पनि
Water and cement are indestructible.
ठाउँमा आउँछन् क्या 5 जना भएपछि मेरो ठाउँ खाने अरू पनि छ अर्को पनि छ है भनेपछि
Enemies to come close.
हरदामलाई सर्छु मैले होइन सञ्जन दाइले लिइरहनु भयो
Minimal cover.
मैले होइन
Using a
हैटे भाइलाई
first to obstruct your
हैटे भाइलाई हामीले पहिल्यै यो वर्ष सुरु यो स्लिपी भाइ जिगलहरू बोलाउनुभन्दा अगाडि नै बोलाएको थियो हैटे भाइलाई नि त्यतिखेर नि स्लिपी भाइ आउने नआउने फिक्स थिएन त्यतिखेर अनि हैटे भाइलाई पनि बोलाएको थियो हैटे भाइ त्यतिखेर लियोबाटै खेल्छु भनेको थियो अनि त्यही भएर हैटे भाइ लिएर आएको थिएन कि त्यतिखेर अनि अहिले त बिचरा अब क्वालिफाई भएन अनि एनसीको लागि अनि अब अर्को सिजनको एसएलको लागि भए पनि यता लिएर आएको झन्डै निस्किएको मेरो मुखबाट ओनर तपाईँ नाम के छ उके माफिया स्पोर्ट्स भए पो म भन्थ्यो त यार हो र स्पोर्ट्स छ त यार टिमभित्र नि त्यही त कम्पिटिसन होस् भनेर हो 5 जना ठिकै राम्रो हुन्छ त कोहीले अब हेलचक्राई होइन कुरा नमान्ने यहाँ ऊ गर्यो भने ड्याम लगाएर त बस्छ अब मुजी साइडमा भनेर टक्क राख्न मिल्यो नि त तर त्यस्तो भनिराख्न नपर्नेको हो केटा हो प्लेयर भएपछि आफूभित्र हुन्छ एउटा एपिएलको 14th यो सिजन हामी 3 चोटि हारिसक्यौँ होइन 3 चोटि हार्यौँ जस्तो लाग्यो स्पोर्ट्ससँग चौथो चोटि त हार्दैनौँ स्लिपीको हेरौँ न है यो त के गर्नु हो यो त यार
माग लगा स्प्राइट
म्याड पो आइरहेछ त यार केटा हो स्क्रिम्स ए हो रहेछ बाल्जा ए एकछिन मेरो थोप्सले छेक्यो क्या हो थोप्स छैन छैन
सकाई होइन प्लेइङ नम्बर 3 को रहेको छ त हेर्नुस् त
यो भाइले अति बिटी दिन्छ है पहिला डिआरएस मा हुँदाखेरि त चुप लागेर बस्दै जस्तो लागेको थियो यो भाइ अहिले त हेर्न त्यहाँ
108 आइरहेको छ सिवान बाल्जा रे बाल्जा
कुसँग छ होला हाम्रो फाइट डिएक्स सुपर स्क्रिम हो जस्तो लाग्यो स्लट लिस्टै पठाएको छैन
अच्छा एनिमी हेरौँ है हेर त हेर है म टेप लाउँदैछु देख्दिन
साउन्ड भएन पर्खाइ त झुटी चिच्याउँछ क्या यो फुच्चेहरू अति नै कान खान्छ क्या अहिले तपाईँहरूको म त हेडफोन लगाइरहेको छु त्यही भएर मलाई गाह्रो हुन्छ क्या अति चिच्याउँछ रातभर चिच्याउँछ यो फुच्चेहरू क्लासे खेल्दाखेरि पनि यत्रो चिच्याउँछ यिनीहरू ए आमा झन्डै कुरा फस्के त्यही त टेन्सन भइसकेको थियो क्यामेरा देख्यो कि भाग थियो डिआरएसमा हुँदा अहिले त मलाई खिच्नु नि त मलाई खिच्नु गर्छ जाँटा पारीको जोन किरोठाम एकछिनै उता गेम सुरु हुन्छ फेरि म लगाइरहेको छु यता फोनमा
ग्यारेज जाने हो र
फुच्चेहरू पो अरे 19-20 वर्षको त भाइहरूलाई त फुच्चे त भन्नु पर्यो नि होइन र केटा हाइट पनि साना साना छन् नि त त्यही भएर नि हो 5 फुट होला यो भाइ अनि यो भाइको तिमीहरूले फलो सब्सक्राइब त गर्छौ होला 44.8 रहेछ 45 पुराम न जुटीहरू उता नबस रे फेरि यतै आऊ यता भ्यू चाहिन्छ 45 पुराम न यो फुच्चेको स्लिपी भाइको एज 19-20 होला हो म्युजिक 44.9 पुग्यो केटा हो 44.9 पुग्यो केटा हो गरौँ सब्सक्राइब गरौँ यो भाइको 45k पुरा यो भाइ सुपर यिनीहरू बिग्रिसक्यो क्या अहिले सुपर च्याट मात्र पढ्छन् हौ हेर न च्याटै पढ्दैन हौ यिनीहरू धेरै उयो भयो क्या यो मेरो उयो हो क्या के इन्कग्निटो ट्याबवाला गुगल हो क्या जुटी मैले सर्च होइन यसमा उयो नै छैन साइन इन भनिरहेछ हल्का त्यत्रो थाहा रहेछ होइन सब्सक्राइब गरेको छैन त्यहाँ राइटमा नि हेर न यार भयो 45 थुक्क 45 पनि भएन त हाम्रो केटा हो प्लिज यार 45 पुरा न यार बिचारा यो भाइ
I got supplies. I got supplies. I got supplies.
नेट गयो
अति है सुजन जुटी अति
धन्यवाद साउजीले रेड हान्नु भएको छ
स्लिपी एन्ड विष्णु ट्विन्स रे स्लिपी भाइ हल्का मोटा हैन विष्णु जस्तै देख्छ होला
धन्यवाद साउजी
यो भाइले चिनेको छ है मलाई त्यो सुन्यौ नि केटा हो
कति आइरा तिमीहरुको पिङ 128 160 आइरा हौ के वाइफाई हाले साउजीले हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भन त वाइफाई नदेऊ है तिम्रो
कमेन्ट गर्न लाथे कमेन्टै पो गर्न मिल्दैन त यार
हो भने त राम्रो दिनु पर्यो नि त म बनाइदिन्छु अहिले आएर पर्ख 160 पिङ आयो I will come and make it, okay?
यहाँ थ्यांक यू साउजी भन्दैछ यो स्लिपी भाइले अनि एउटाले गएर चाहिँ ठुल्दाई हो रे प्रकाश बिजी ब्रोले गएर ठुल्दाई हो रे अनि उले ठुल्दाईलाई नै त साउजी भन्या हो प्रकाश जुटी के हो यार यो भाइले यता लुट्छ सुरु भयो गेम हो र भेटे छैन हो को हो यार यो साइको हो कि क्या हो गेम सुरु भएको छैन यार प्लेन आएपछि म लगिहाल्छु नि हौ खोइ फाइट पर्छ कि भनेर हेरेको बोल्दा नि बोल्दैन यत्तिकै बसेको छ लाइभ गर्दा के बोल्नु पर्छ के बोल्नु पर्दैन थाहा छैन अनि कसरी आउँछ त वाचिङ
चाहिन्छ 3x चाहिन्छ को फ्याक्दैन टिभीएस मा गरे रहेछ त
उता जाउँ है यिनीहरूको यो यत्तिकै पज गरौँ मैले फाइट हेर्नुपर्छ यो भाइको पुगेन 45 के पुगेन यार केटा हो ल सुरु भएछ सन ठुलो बनाउँ फेरि तिमीहरूले कराउँछ मलाई
Okay. Labendita, it's TM7 and T2K. It's pretty close to one another, but given the situation, you know, the
जिगललाई हान्न भन न हो निन्जा लास्ट थोरै छ रे हान्छ
the past
जिगलले नि
day, right? Day number 1
केटा हो
and even day number 2.
हान्ने ठाउँ आउँदैछ के
Most of the teams that
अहिले
we see so far are not
अहिलेलाई
having
प्र्याक्टिस मात्र
a
हो
lot of drop clashes. It's like they're avoiding all
प्र्याक्टिसमा हान्नेले
conflicts during the
त्यहाँ
first
हान्छ
few
भन्ने नि
zones here
स्योर
and
छैन
just making
हुन्न
sure
फेरि
that they get to the last few
हाम्रो मेन
zones
मेन
of
हतियार
that
चल्नु
being
पर्यो
matched. But it's a
हाम्रो
different story
तीन
right now
हतियार
we're seeing
चल्यो
from
भने
T2K because
जिगल
OG, I
सपोर्टमा
believe,
बस्यो
was
भने
able
ठिक्क
to
हुन्छ
shut
तीन
down a
हतियार
player
चल्यो
using an
चल्यो भने पनि
M249 coming
बवाल
off the
तल्का
kill
हुन्छ
feed
हो
there.
हाम्रो
So I believe they've taken out one member of TM7.
मैले नेपाली हेर्दै थिएँ क्या
So
म्युजिक जुटी
again, that
त्यही भएर
fight probably
इङ्ग्लिस सुरु
happened
भइसकेको थियो
around
नेपालीहरूको ढिलो हो जस्तो
11.
त अनस्वाइटीकोमा हेर्दै थिएँ
That sure did. That sure did. But
कस्तो
I am
अड्किने
so
यार
amazed
ठुल्दाइको
on the
स्ट्रिममा
fact
बिकज
that
इट्स आइ एम
from
स्ट्रिमिङ
all the
इन
way up to the
1080p
40
क्वालिटी
points,
तिम्रो फोनले
DRS
सपोर्ट
jumped
नगरेको
up
हुनसक्छ इन्टरनेटले
to
सपोर्ट गर्न
62
गर्न
points,
नसकेको हुनसक्छ
somewhere within the 40 points they
यत्रो
were in the
मान्छे
previous match,
2400
and
जनाले
now
हेरिरहेको
it's
छ कसैकोमा
62.
अड्केको छैन तिम्रोमा
That's
मात्र
a
अड्किरहेको
lot
छ
of
भने
big
प्रब्लम
jump.
इट्स नट इन माइन्ड
Nepex,
आई थिङ्क इट्स इन योर्स
T2K,
त्यही भएर इफ
you
यु लेस
guys
चोटि
have to
एकचोटि
like
आफ्नो
play
चेक गर्नुहोस् है
so good in this match if you want to like have at least the number
यत्रो
2
मान्छेमा
position
कसैले
or
कमेन्ट
the
गरेको
number
छैन
1
स्ट्रिम
position
अड्क्यो
back
भनेर
for yourself.
तपाईँले
And
मात्र
judging from
गर्नुभएको
the
छ
fact
भने
on
चाहिँ
how these two
कहाँ
teams
होला
have
त
played
प्रब्लम
into the previous 2 matches, I don't think that's going to be quite an easy task for these guys. LHC Esports, Madboy91.
यो डिले हो कि
you can
फास्ट
see
हो
him
इट्स
kind of far
फास्ट
away from his
एकदम
team
फास्ट
so far,
लाइभ
and,
नो 15 मिनट डिले
so
छैन यो त एकदम अहिले नै
somewhat
गेम
now
भइरहेछ
what we're
केटाले हेर्दै
looking
हेर्दै
at is the
स्ट्रिम
fact
स्ट्रिम नै गर्न
that
सक्छन् हौ
all of
त्यतिको
these
फास्ट छ हौ
teams
केटा
after the first initial
अहिले
blood
कुन गेम
that
खेलेको हो त
happened,
त्यो
this is a
चाहिँ सुपर
stalemate
स्क्रिम
of a
टिएक्स
game.
सुपर
The
स्क्रिम
teams
भन्छ
are
त्यो
not
चाहिँ
that much close. The teams are
अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय
not
गेम हो
going
केटा
for
हो
that kind of an aggressive fight, and
हाम्रो
Miramar is
केटाहरू
actually
आजकल
showing its true
खेल्दैनन्
colors for all the teams. But
लोकल
one
इभेन्ट
thing that every single team
खै
in
के गरे
fact
हुन्
need to know is the fact that you need to have the car. It's not whether you have it or not, it's a must in this map.
Definitely. Oh man, Epix Esports again, they've had a rough start today. Another early exit in Erangel,
ओए
no points
रोशन
in the
तामाङ
board this
के हो
time. It's surprising
अड्किरहेछ
considering
भन्दै
the
आउँछ त यार
momentum they carried from PMGO and their strong
मेरै
day
प्रब्लम
number
हो
1
त्यो यतिकै
performance.
मलाई जिस्काउनलाई लेखेको हो
Do you
जस्तो
think
छ
this is just
तिमीहरूले
like an
मैले
off day
पत्याइन
for
तिमीहरूको
them,
कुरा
or are they
अड्केको भए मैले
struggling
बोलेको
to
कसरी सुन्यौ
adapt to the pressure here? 'Cause I
जसको
feel
जसकोमा
like the
स्ट्रिम
storylines
अड्केको
are
छ
really
लो
starting to
क्वालिटी
take
स्ट्रिम
shape
हुँदैछ
here.
अनस्वाइटी
DRS
भन्नेको
climb
च्यानलमा
the
त्यहाँ गएर
leaderboard,
हेर्न
Nepix
सक्नुहुन्छ
need to
हजुरहरू
find their footing. The mid-table teams have a golden opportunity, of course, to
यतिकै मलाई ल्याङ
capitalize. I mean,
गर्नलाई अड्केको छ भन्छ
anything
यार कस्तो
can
साइको रहेछ
happen
यार
at this stage, and
चिल भाइ हेर न यार
we are here
झगडा
for all
नगरौँ
the
न यार
twists and turns, so you guys need to stick
के हो
around
यो
because the best
अरपति
is
दाइले राम्रो
yet to
गर्नुहुन्थ्यो हौ
come.
स्ट्रिम यिनीहरूले अति गरेछ हौ
The best is yet to come. The fact is, the fight that even tries to happen, it kind of gets stopped. And this is the Miramar. Majority of the time,
Oi.
when we talk about the Miramar, the fight is one thing
Oh,
we call
boy,
that is not
sorry,
going to
bhai.
happen. But once again,
डिआरएस
Look at
भर्सेस
this.
आरडी नपरिकन त कहाँ
I
सकिनु र
say
दिन
something, and the exact opposite actually occurs. And this time around, DRS is actually going to lose one of their player, Master Zerdy, now on the hit line, on the hit list. Of
यति नपरिकन त
DRS.
कहाँ
They
चित्त
are
बुझ्थ्यो दुइटै
actually
टिमलाई
hungry for blood. They want to avenge their team member so badly. Look at them. Killer YT now kind of moving away. Okay, wait a second. I think he gave the call out that, okay, you guys need to move away, set up a new
निकेशलाई shout out
perimeter, take a different
निकेश
approach,
ब्रदर
take a
हजुरलाई यो
different
shout
angle,
out
and then take the fight
हो
once
shout
again.
out
But look at
माग्दै
Royal Dragon,
सुपर
they
च्याट
are
गर्नु न
super
तपाई ठीक छ
cautious
त
in this area.
ओके
There we
विजय
go.
पौडेल जुटी
They
ओपी इन द
want to
च्याट
make sure that the player that we have taken, they know what DRS is
Ninja
actually capable
त्यही
of
त
and
योगेश
how,
छुट्टी
how
धन्यवाद
they
है
react to
ओहो
their
आउन थाले
players
है
getting
बल्ल
taken off.
You're definitely right. You know, Royal Dragons esports is an absolute rising force in the esports scene as well. You know,
ल टिआरएस ब्याक अफ गरे ल परेन परेन
I guess, you know, with the
यिनीहरुको
right
स्ट्रिम अड्काइ त्यो मेरो हरुकै हैन फेरि
determination, their journey is
भरे
about to unfold as well.
स्काइको
They've been
जस्तै
making
लुगा लाग्छ
waves
त
in
फ्र्याग
a
भाइले
lot of regional tournaments, showcasing their potential and skill. I believe their
लिंक खै
participation
त
in
होरको
the
गेमको रे
PUBG Mobile Himalayan Clash and
होरको गेमको
some
लिंक
I mean,
दिएन
Ruthless Pro Series
स्लिपी
has
भाइ लाइभ
definitely
गर्दैछ
earned
त्यहाँ
them
हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ
recognition as
होरको गेमको
one of the
लिंक दिएन
teams to
भनेपछि
watch.
मेरोमा हेर भने हो
So
क्या यो भनेको
the
त्यो
way
गेम
that they
मतलब
were
छैन
able
यता
to deal
यो
with
स्ट्रिम हेर भने हो क्या जुटी यही हो
DRS,
होरको गेम
getting the point
गैडा लाइभ
done
आउँदैन
here is
निन्जा दाजु रे
it only goes to show that they are not
गैडा
afraid to get into
त्यस्तो
any
नभनौँ न अरूलाई किन
battles
गैडा भन्नु
from the
के खाइ
PMNC.
तिम्रो
They're
तिम्रो
also
खाएर
kind
गैडा
of
भएको होइन
hungry
बिचारा
and famished
ओइ
even
सन्देश
to
भाइले
prove
एडमिरललाई
themselves, and
सेकिसक्यो
I
सेकौँ
would love
सेकौँ
to see more action
सबै
coming from
नेपाली टिम
Royal
क्वालिफाई हुनु पर्यो
Dragons. And speaking of actions, it's
सबसे मुनि हाम्रो जुटीको केटाहरु
DRS
रहेछ
once
जुटीको
again
केटाहरु
having a
माथि आउनु
conflict
पर्यो
somewhere, settling a score up against another
हिजो
team
हैन त्यस्तो
from another part here in Miramar. It's just that perhaps, you know, the distance is a bit great to finish that
जिगललाई
player
सब
off.
हान्न
So
भनेको के निन्जा अनि
whoever
आइजिएल
they
कोले
were,
गर्छ त नि
whoever they
आइजिएल
knocked
गर्न
down,
भनेर लिएर आएको
I
बिचरा
believe
जिगललाई आइजिएल
that
गर्न
team will
नदिकन कसरी
have
सब गर्छौ
a time, you know, for
एटलिस्ट
them
एउटा
to
मेजर इभेन्ट त
kind of
हेर्नु पर्यो नि
do a
गेम हामीले
reset here or even pick up their team. If I'm not
हामीले यो
mistaken,
यो
that
सिजनको
player
लागि
was
लिएर आएको होइन
from
क्या यो सिजन त
TM7
सक्यो पनि
once
सक्यो त्यही
again,
पनि
because
यो
looking at the
सिजन अहिले नै
situation here,
चेन्जको लागि लिएर आएको होइन क्या
they
अहिले
already
भाइ
have 2 casualties
जस्ट
initial onset, so this could be
हुन्छ नि
hard.
सब्स्टिट्युट होइन टिम
This
अब केही
not
बिग्रिहाल्यो
only
भने
could be
पनि
hard, but this is actually
साइडमा
going
एउटा
to be hard
तगडा यता
for
तगड
them. It's not a
तगडा
matter of
प्लेयर होस्
fact
भनेर लिएर
that
आएको हो क्या
you
अहिले
have
भाइलाई
lost your players.
कोही अब केही
You have
काहीँ केही बिग्रियो केही भयो भने
kind of
पनि
like
प्लेयर
put
चेन्ज
your
गर्दाखेरि पनि
complete
टिमको क्वालिटी
team
नघटोस् भन्ने हिसाबले
in
लिएर आएको हो
crutches
अहिले
at
भाइलाई
this point. You're
बुझ्यौ नि
at
जुटी
this early stage getting your players
फुटबल
eliminated
11 जनाले
is the
खेले
worst
पनि
thing that can
बेन्चमा
actually
चाहिन्छ क्या राम्रा
happen
राम्रा
to you.
प्लेयरहरू
But oh
त्यस्तै हो
my
हाम्रो पनि
God, what is
खेल्ने
this
4 जना भए
circle?
पनि
What is this
सब्स्टिट्युटमा चाहिँ राम्रो एउटा
radius?
प्लेयर लिएर
Why
आइराखेका
is
हुन्
it so
किनकि
small at
पिएमएसएल
this
अब
point?
तिर
And
केही
why are
भइहाल्यो
there
भने पनि
so many teams
फरक
still
नपरोस् चेन्ज गर्नु पर्दा
alive
भन्ने
in this
हिसाबले हो
map? Just look at that.
अहिलेलाई हाम्रो
There's
4 जनालाई नै
no way in
4 जनालाई
whatever
नै हो
can
हाम्रो
anyone
प्रायोरिटी
say
अहिले यो
that
सिजनलाई
these 16 teams can get in
त्यही
this
भएर
circle safe and sound. There's bound to be
अहिलेलाई
some
त्यस्तो
fights.
केही यो
You
चेन्ज
can
गरौँ
see
त्यो
the
चेन्ज
TK
गरौँ नभन्नु
from
न
the team RLX close to the
हामीले
proximity.
हेरिहाल्छौँ नि
There
केही
is
चेन्ज
the
गर्नु
TTK
पर्यो नचेन्ज
Jaya
गर्नु किनकि
getting
हाम्रो
that
अहिले
first
केटाहरूले
knockdown
म्याक्सिमम
connected
इभेन्ट
on the team
खेलेकामा
RLX. Now
टप
it's
3 त
time.
आइरहेका
Now
छन् त
it's
केटा हो
time for that aggression
राम्रै छ
side.
त
Igneous
पर्फर्मेन्स
with the buggy
तर
pushing
पर्फर्मेन्स
on,
नराम्रो
pushing
भएर
on, but
प्लेयर लिएर आएको
Fabs,
होइन केटा हो
Fabs
हामीले
can be that crucial
त्यस्तो
player
नसोच्नु न
that can stop the
हामीसँग
full
पैसा
momentum
भन्न खोजेको चाहिँ
of
हामीसँग
the
पैसा धेरै छ
T2K,
फिफ्थ
but
प्लेयर पनि
TK
ल्याउन
is gonna
सक्छौँ
stop in the
त्यही भएर
mid-lane.
लिएर आएको हो
He's
क्या
gonna
केटा हो
actually finish
अफोर्ड
his
गर्न सक्छौँ
elimination.
त्यही भएर
There we go.
कस्तो हेर
That's the
भन्न
second
मन थिएन
elimination
त्यही पनि
that
अब
the
भन्नै
T2K
पर्यो
wanted, and now with the 41 total points and 2 more elimination point to their name,
6 प्लेयर नै
they
ल्याउन
are
सक्थ्यौँ तर
trying to
नलिएर आएको
cement
अब मै
themselves
बस्छु
back
भनेर
into
किनकि
hashtag
मलाई
number 2
निकाल्छ नि
position.
त 6 प्लेयर लिएर आयो भने त्यही भएर नलिएर आएको
Yeah, the zone
6 मा चाहिँ मै
might be
बस्छु भनेर
shrinking, but I'm pretty sure since we're playing in Miramar, we still got a lot of the space to still go, you know, for all the teams here. And the fact that we still have 16 teams playing in the game, oh, it's gonna be an amazing battle, that is for sure, because it is gonna get crowded eventually,
त्यही
and the teams are
दिनको
gonna be
कति
forced
घन्टा
to
ग्राइन्ड
deal with
चल्छ
one
अरे
another.
केटाहरू ग्राइन्ड
We've
पहिला
seen
गर्दैन थिए अब हैटे भाइ आइसक्यो अब चाहिँ
quite a
ग्राइन्ड गर्नै
number of
पर्छ
trade-offs already
जस
happened. I
दिनमा
mean,
10
TM7,
घन्टा
we
जति
just
त गेम
mentioned this,
खेल्छन्
that they've
केटाहरू
already lost 2 of their players for death machines as well, with 1 casualty. And Juti, everyone seems to have received quite
केटाहरू बिहान 1 बजेदेखि राति
injury or like
सम्म
the
क्लासिक खेल्दै
damage,
हुन्छन् केटा हो
but I'm pretty sure
ग्राइन्डको त
that
टेन्सन
they
छैन
will
ऊ
also have a
सन्देश
chance
भाइले
here
अर्कोलाई
to
नि
pick
सिकाइसक्यो
themselves up and maybe heal up. But DRS example with a Mini 14, if I'm not mistaken, was able to take down another player. But Nepex Esports, okay. Back into the action here.
#1227
Mukesh right
सब
now
नेपाली
is doing a
#1 देखि
little bit
12
of
ले
the
हाम्रो
top
नेपाली
and
टिम हुनु
fire,
पर्यो सबै
top
12
and
वटा
fire
टिमहरू
up against
फाइनल्स पुग्नु
someone
पर्यो
there, but still couldn't
फाइनल्सबाट
hit
टप 2
his
पनि नेपाली
target
टिमै जानु
just
पर्यो
yet.
अस्तिनीको
And
जस्तो
this is
बङ्गाली
already the
आका
third
जस्तो
match
नआओस्
this
कोही
evening, Torix, and I do wonder if Netpex will be able to sustain that high level performance we were talking about just a while ago.
I mean, Nepex has to do something.
नोभेलले एन्ड्रोइडबाट ग्राइन्ड भर्छ भन्ने कुरा सत्य हो कि होइन अरे एन्ड्रोइडबाट ग्राइन्ड
from the overall ranking.
कुन एन्ड्रोइडमा गेम हुँदैछ त थाहा छैन केटा एन्ड्रोइड त छैन हामीसँग
Towards these teams, they will be trying some new strategies. Maybe going for that aggressive stance right now might help you, like it helped you.
नेक्स्ट टुर्नामेन्ट कुनमा हुन्छ त थाहा छैन केटा कहाँबाट एन्ड्रोइडमा ग्राइन्ड गर्नु अहिलेलाई सबै
right next to the proximity. On the southern side, you can see the RLX, C2K, R3, RC32.
नेक्स्ट टुर्नामेन्ट GT30 आउँछ कि GT30 हैन GT30 नत्र GT20 प्रो किन्नु पर्ला
That can potentially
त्यसमै हुन्छ होला
This is the stage 3 for you, ladies and gentlemen.
एन्ड्रोइडबाट ग्राइन्ड अब नेक्स्ट एसएल युएसएल के आयो एन्ड्रोइडमा हुँदो रहेछ पत्ता लाम अनि नेक्स्ट एसएल को लागि त्यही किन्नु पर्ला नि केटा हो त्यसपछि पहिला युएसएल मा के एन्ड्रोइड फोनमा गेम हुन्छ हेरौँ न अति हाने पिको पिक भइले हाने जस्तो लाग्यो
Killer YT and Killer YT, you need to make sure that you use bandages right now.
किलर वाइटी लाई ल्याउनु पर्यो हो र स्पोर्ट्समा रे आउँदैन हौ यो भाइ कहाँ आउँछ
So make sure you heal bit by bit because they can't reach you, but you most certainly can reach them no matter how you look at it.
And this is what makes Miramar very exciting towards is the fact that okay, you need to climb up those
Infinix
mountains,
कस्तो
right?
लाग्यो
You need to
तपाईलाई
get
राम्रो
up,
छ यार
get a very
इन्फिनिक्स
good view to get a good
एन्ड्रोइडहरुमा त
vantage point. But then
त्यतिको
again, you
त्यतिको
need to
चल्नु
be
त
able
राम्रो हो
to
त यार
manage your resources. Right. And if you run out of ammo and you're at the top, it could be detrimental. It could be catastrophic as well, even for the rest of the team to just get down and get more resources. I mean, what are you going to do with having a great vantage point if you don't have any
इसेवा
bullets
पाम्न हो
with
रे
you, right?
छैन
So
सिप क्षेत्री
that's
ज्यू
one of
इसेवा
the
छैन
things this team
पर्दैन
need
तपाईको
to
पैसा
also
राख्नुस्
take
स्लिपी
into
भाइलाई गर्नुस् स्लिपी
consideration.
भाइ लाइभ छ
And
हेर्नुस् न त्यो भाइ
sometimes,
त्यो
you know,
भाइलाई
even if you are
गर्नुस्
at the
बिचरा
top, even if you have a great vantage point,
त्यो भाइ बिचरा
if
खाजा
the
नखाएको
zone
धेरै
does
भइसक्यो
not
त्यो भाइलाई
favor
पैसा
you,
चाहिरहेको छ
then that high ground advantage can also be a double-edged sword, which I'm pretty sure we are going to see happen in just a few more moments. But I do love what I'm seeing here. The fact that we
बुझे
are
बुझे
already at
आदेश
stage
छुट्टी
3
तर ऊ
and
लाइभ
we
होस् न
still
अनि पो
got
है
16
गएर ऊ
teams and
सपोर्ट
no
गरिदिनु
team
होइन
has been
रियाक्सन ल्याउँछ
eliminated just yet.
सपोर्ट गर्नेहरूले
Yes, they
पनि
have been
थ्याङ्क यू
losing
भन्नुहोस्
some
ओले
members,
यति
but
यतिका नि
everyone
अब
is
स्लिपी भाइ
still
लाइभ थियो
here
त्यही भएर त गरेको
alive and
फेरि जान्छ
kicking
मैले
and of
एकछिनमा स्लिपी
course
भाइकोमा
fighting
45 के
for
त पुराउनै पर्यो
glory
नि आज
and a shot at that chicken dinner. Judy squad, they are at the edge of the circle here, just making sure that it's going to be safe for them to move forward. But I believe there's another team lurking
यो गेम सकेपछि हामी स्लिपी
very
भाइको
near
अघिको
them,
गेम
monitoring the
कन्टिन्यू गर्छौँ
situation, and
फाइट कहाँ
perhaps
परेछ
they're
यसो
just
यसो
waiting
हुन्छौँ
for that right opportune moment to
सबको
take
एक
a
एक खिल्छ
shot
त
and take a
टिटुकेको
swing at them. As for T2K, I'm not sure if they know. Okay, they already know that there's a player right here, and that is not a great walk-in, ladies and gentlemen. T2K fell into a trap here, costing Igneous his life and as well as Jaya. And just like that, T2K now down to 2 players. And I don't know what T2K is going to do in this situation, but Toodle Love is still trying to make it happen. He pulls out his M416, but he needs to go down for a while because he needs those ammos. He needs those resources, just of course to make sure that he will survive this fight.
झन्डै 1v4 हानेको त्यसले
Survivability, you needed that, but T2K, no. After those 4 juicy
फर्स्टको दुई जनाले चाहिँ के गरेको हो त्यहाँ
this is not gonna look
फ्री फायर
good.
सी फायर पनि हान्नु
The
पर्छ नि
chance that
हल्का
they had to, like, secure
ट्याङ्गे
that
गयो
hatchet
दुई
from
जने
the 2
ड्याप्पै
position because the way that they were aggressing upon on the teams, it was great. It was amazing, but now the hopes have been crushed. You need to wait for the next match. That is once again, let me tell you, Andy, the next match is once again of Sanhok. So the team though definitely will be going for some aggression. But Total YT is going to take 1 player down instantly on the confirmation. KOM is going to lose the player. That's right now down to the 3 that they are. The aggression from DRS is not stopping up. 65 total points so far and 3 eliminations to their name. The total, in fact, those 3
होइन खै त हैनको ग्रुप को गेम परेन होला छुट्टी यो गेम नेक्स्ट गेम आउँछ नेक्स्ट गेम र लास्ट गेम
trying to find some players up. Loco, can you my question is, can Killer even spot
3 जना हानो नि अहिले आफै ढलेर नखोदैछ हो गाडीबाट
if he does, that's an instant free elimination waiting for this guy.
A1 खै त दादा अरे
You know what,
A1
DRS Gaming is not just,
उनीहरुको PMNC
you
बंगलादेश
know,
आफ्नै
like
हुन्छ
they're
छुट्टै
not
हुन्छ
displaying
यो
full,
PMNC
just full aggression.
साउथ एसिया हो
They
छुट्टै
are showing
A1 हरुको
everyone
देशलाई
how
एउटा
much of
स्लट
an
छ छुट्टै
experienced team they are when it comes to international lobbies. And
केटाहरु
right
लाइभ
now,
गर्दा मात्र
again,
यस लाइभ गर्दा
they're
मात्र माथि बस्छन् मात्र
maximizing
हामीले मुनि नै
everything
बस
that they
सबैजनालाई
can
भन्छौँ अब उनीहरु
do
मान्छ
from that
मान्दैनको
vantage
कुरा हो
point, collecting
नमान्ने पनि
a
छन्
lot of elimination
कुरा
points. And
नसुन्ने पनि
right
छन्
now,
के गर्छौ
judging the situation given the circumstances, I mean, they are just making it rain bullets right here up against KOM, and all they need to do is just follow through and execute the plan right. And they now have 5 elimination points at stage 4, and they're looking to get some more.
They are looking to get some more, but 14 teams in stage number 4 is still alive. RC32, look at that, taking the fight against the team of VE and
त्यस्तो अश्विन जोटी यस्तो कुराहरु गर्यो भने जुत्छन् मात्र क्या त्यही भएर चुप लाएर बस्नुपर्छ यस्तो कुराहरु
the very last guy. The thing is not looking good for them, but AST
अनस्वाइटीको च्यानलमा गरौ न यस्तो उसकोमा चलिरा हुन्छ जुत्ने त्यता
right now
त्यता
on
गर्नु
the
न
hashtag number 4 trying
यता
to
अब
cement
छोड्दियो
their
क्या
way,
जुटी
trying to build their way back into the top 3. We do have to see how they're going to be able to do that, because right
नमान्ने
now
चाहिँ
they're
को
up
दादाहरु त्यो
against
चाहिँ
a
स्काई
team
माथि मात्र
on
बस्छ
the
हो
backside.
स्ट्रिम
In
गर्दा नि
fact,
माथि
there's
बस्छ
2 teams
मुनि
right
नै
in front of
आउँदैन
them,
मुनि
outside of the
ऊ
play
सिधै
zone,
मेन गेममा
outside
मात्र
of the
मुनि
safe
आउँछु
zone.
भन्छ
So if they want to, if they have the chance, they can take down both of them.
स्ट्रिम गर्दा
take
माथि
the
बस्यो ठिकै
points
छ
from
कि
all
मुनि
those
हाम्रो
teams and
हाम्रो
combine
गेमिङ
it.
रुममा
Right
चारवटा
now,
चेयर छ उसले एउटा चेयर माथि
Volvic
लगाएर राखेको
gets
छ
a
ऊ माथि
finisher.
बसेर खेल्छु
Rolex
भनेर
also gets eliminated by Zil. That's 2 elimination for the
रुममा
side
नेट
of
नै नहुने
AST. More, a total of 4 points
चाहियो
that
नि यार
they have
रुममा नेट त
secured.
That was a nasty shot coming from
नेपालको
Tribe
बेस्ट
Air
मिनी
Base.
चलाउने प्लेयर को
Tricks
होला दाइ हेरे
was an absolute hero
अहिले
right there
DBS को
from
मेटा
that
छ
exchange.
हेर्दै
I
हेर्दैन यार
mean,
मिनी
to
कोले
be
राम्रो
fair,
चलाउँछ
he
त
does have quite an advantage
त्यो
up
सन्देश
against
भाइले
the
राम्रो चलाउँछ
opponent,
मिनी
so it was an easy
अरूले
kill
त मिनी
for
चलाएको नि
Tricks
खासै
right
देखिँदैन
there.
नुफेर भाइले नि
Another
चलाउँछ मिनी
win
केटा हो
for Tribe Air
नुफेर
Base.
भाइले नि किल
Now,
खतरा
moments
उठाउँछ
ago,
मिनीबाट
we're looking at 16 teams, and now
अरू
we're
त थाहा
down to
छैन
just
हौ
12
अब
teams
मेन गेममा
remaining.
देखिँदैन
T2K
अरू टिम
already out of
डेआरएस
the
र
game
हो र
here. And
बाइक
just a
त्यही
little
भएर
fun
को
fact
हो
for
नेपालको अब यो
everyone.
हेरौँ न योपालि के हुन्छ
T2K Rig is playing,
डेआरएस
right?
र हो र बाइक अरू टिम नै
And
आउँछन् कि नेपाली
just to let you know that Rig also played for Harame Bros. So I don't know if you are familiar with
एसके भाइले राम्रो
Harame
चलाउँछ
Bros,
मिनी
but
त
they are
उसले त
once
एम्फो
a
पाए पनि मिनी चलाउँछु
champion
भन्छ
for the this PUBG Mobile Challengers League Southeast Asia Fall of 2024, and they also played at PMGC, of course, of 2024, and it was a great run. You know, having Rig in Harame Bros, and now seeing Rig play for T2K.
यो जो सर हो
Man,
रे हो यो जो
all I
ब्रोले नि
wanted
अति
to
चलाउनु हुन्थ्यो पहिला
maybe see from
2020 मा
Rig
त
is how he
M249
can
त
help
गड
the
थियो नि
rest
हो
of
बुढा
T2K climb up to the top of the ranks here. But anyway, getting back into LOD over here, they're trying
सेक
to, of course,
भिलाई मत
pull off a great maneuver just to make sure they
ए आफ्नै आफ्नै
get to the
परिरहेको
latter
रहेछ
stages
यिनीहरूले
of
पो
the game
सेक्ने भयो
here,
त
as well as the other teams remaining. We've got NRC on the screen doing a massive spray as
स्काइको
well
एज
up
कति हो
against
निन्जा रे
Juti, but can't hit his
रियल एज
target
चाहिँ थाहा भएन
just yet.
सिट नागरिकताको अनुसार चाहिँ 23-24 हो
Everyone is so congested
रियल एज
on
चाहिँ
in
त्यो
the single
घटाएको हो
areas and
नागरिकतामा
the
रियल एज
safe
चाहिँ
zone.
थाहा छैन
The fight is bound to happen. The main question is who is
सञ्जन दाइले नि
prepared
दाइ
to
भन्नुपर्छ
take the fight.
भन्थ्यो
And, from what I
अस्तिनितिर
can see so
स्काइले
far, VENRC is definitely prepared. The way that they have got 3 knockdowns so far done against the 4 death machines, the single grenade can be that potential threat.
पहिला लाउरेमा
to take
भिड्नको
the
लागि
team
घटाएको
down,
थियो
but
रे के
he's gonna
स्काइले
miss that grenade. He's not going to be able to get that grenade connected
Still
on the players. 4 death machine is going to go back onto their
सञ्जन दाइ
players' feet.
27 हो
You can see all the 3
अनुमान
players
लाम न
kind of being revved, but Killmonger, heal yourself as soon as possible.
Sick.
That, meanwhile, is going to take through.
सेकेन्ड डोमेनले एक गोल त लाउने हो प्रिपेयर
Come on.
Nice.
Again, the
Whoa.
situation could have been detrimental, but there we have it. Nepex survived. They made sure that they are not the one right now at this point that's going to be taken out. It's not that easy to take Nepex down, but there we go. The grenade, it's going to hit Aditya. You have the opportunity. Utilize it. Utilize it.
Height
You have
पुगेन,
already
मैले जिस्काएको हो।
knocked the player down. Get that
Exactly.
survival done as soon as possible. Go for the fight, but make sure that you have your eyes on the
24-25 होला हो
backside too. because the shots are definitely coming from the backside as well. So whereas you're kind of sandwiched, this is the opportunity. Either smoke and run away from the position, get yourself in a better location, then take the fight, or try your luck at the same exact angle.
And again, that was a very good clutch coming from Domain of Nepex. He was the one who was able to save the team, and now we will definitely see Nepex have a shot at the chicken dinner. And right now we're looking at 4 death machines, ladies and gents, going up against VE over here. Aditya going in for the charge with his shotgun. Unfortunately, Killmonger was taken down. Aditya is also the last hope for 4 death machines, and unfortunately, though, they didn't make it from the clash. They got sent back to the lobby here, but we'll definitely see that in the next round to come. As for Tribe Aramasi, ladies and gents, 5 in the bag. And just look at the situation here. They do have 2 teams right in front of them, so potentially scoring at least 8 points if they can successfully pick off the players one by one. And here we go, the action that we were talking about coming from a Tribe Aramasi. 2 down, 1 more to go for the side of the opposition. Zayo pretty low in HP. He needs to back away just a bit. He needs to make sure that he heal up so he can help Rig here in this situation. Wait just a minute. So Tribe Aramasi also has a player that's named Rig?
You just realized that? Rig has been into the Tribe Aramasi. I've seen this name for quite some time now. I'm just amazed that you just noticed this right now, but RC32 versus Tribe Aramasi. There we go. The grenade is definitely going to hit the mark. RC32 out of the match, but why did they got eliminated by DRS? This is my question. Even though I did saw them getting eliminated by the Tribe Aramasi. Nepex is also not backing down. 50 total points to their name, but DRS with the complete domination. 67 points to their name. This is one big difference that DRS has created, and it's going to take some while. It's going to take some time for the rest of the teams to actually catch up to this thing. DRS, as long as they're alive till the very end, difference of a point, it's not going to come down anytime soon.
I mean, it's a good thing that we're seeing Tribe Aramasi kind of step it up, because again, we're looking for that kind of energy we saw from them during day number 1. And now, look at the situation, they were able to score 8 points, so it is a good run for them for this match. Anyway, getting back at the Juicy spot here, ladies and gentlemen, another hit and run situation, and just like that, Royal Dragon was able to take them out of the equation, which brings us down to just 7 teams remaining here, ladies and gents. And Royal Dragon, it is now time for them to step in. They were able to score the first chicken dinner from today's set of matches. Let's see if they can get another one from this round. LOD Nexus, ladies and gents, haven't put out any score just yet, but chill out because we still got 7 teams remaining, and we're gonna go after Tribe Aramasi and DRS as well, which is kind of hard considering that they are one of the prominent names in Nepal.
That is true. Nice, Nepex now pushing forward to the VENRC. Look at those Molotov.
VENRC, यिनीहरुको 28 point, 29 point पुग्छ जस्तो छ.
Single grenade could have been detrimental. Just look at how well
Urale अब कुन टुर्नामेन्ट खेल्छ रे? Urale अहिलेलाई त तपाईको DX Super Screens भन्ने खेलिरहेको छ.
Grenade come their way. Both of them went right back into the safe side. But they're not only fighting against the team VE at this point, they're also fighting against the team Nepex. And my question is, at this point, is why is not Nepex looking at the VENRC? They have the opportunity to easily spot the players down, easily take them out of this equation, and sorry for that, get themselves into a really good top.
Love it to add
single grenade.
अब यो LOD र NRC लाई मारौँ, सबै नेपाली टिम टप्पुमा पारौँ.
And this is such a good show
Nice,
we're looking
okay.
at right now. The fact that DRS, Napex, and Tribe Aeromacy still in the mix here, and Tribe Aeromacy seems to be in the mood to collect a lot of elimination points. They are now at 11. That is a strong performance coming from Tribe Aeromacy, pretty much just like what we've seen during day number 1, and this is going to be amazing. Now, Venom remaining to be venomous in this situation, bagging most of the kills for
ओरले सब
Tribe,
प्लेयरहरुको
and now
लाइफ
Ring
बिगार्छ
is
अरे अब
doing
त्यो
some wonders
आफुमा
as
भर पर्छ
well
जुटी
coming
अब
from Tribe.
यत्रो
So
हैन
again,
ओरले अब
this keeps
हामीले
on
दिने भनेको
getting
ऑडियन्स हो पैसा
better and
सब
better.
नाम दिन्छौँ
DRS
अब
Gaming
कोही
still
फुर्केर
trying
बिग्रिन्छ
to
त्यो
put up
आफआफ्नोमा भर
some
पर्छ
numbers. Nepex down to
राम्रो
their
हुने
2
पनि
players, but
हुन्छन्
they did catch up with those
बिग्रिनु
points.
त
I mean,
आफ्नोमा
they're
भर
now
पर्छ नि
at
जुटी
6 points, but we cannot deny
धेरै पैसा
the
फेम भयो
power
भने
coming from
बिग्रिन्छ मान्छे
Tribe Aeromacy at
त्यो त
the
अब
moment.
हुरको
Though,
गल्ती
the
त कहाँ
question
भयो
is
त
if DRS can survive this clash,
आरडीले र
this
DRS पर्नै
conflict,
पर्यो नि
this
एकचोटि फेरि
altercation up against Royal Dragons.
It's gonna
Wait,
determine
P90
a
छ त?
lot of things that if someone is
सबै
gonna be
नेपाली टिम
trying
पर्यो
to
ल
take them out of the
जसले चिकन
equation
खाने
or not,
भयो
because getting eliminated here on 7 points, the gap will decrease. The gap is definitely going to decrease if you
त
manage
जेरो
to do
फेललाई
that. But
चिन्नुहुन्छ
Tribe
अरे चिन्दिन
Aeromacy, Nepex,
अब
the
20,000
top
डलर चुना लगाएको
three.
मान्छेलाई कसरी
Oh,
चिन्नु मैले
no, Nepex, AST, and alongside of DRS, all the three
रेड
from
क्वीन
the
पागल
like
त्यही
top
त
three
यिनीहरूको
of the
कास्टिङ खोइ
leaderboard.
के भएर गरेर हो
They are fighting, they're getting engaged, and RD, you have the perfect opportunity amongst all of this like fight to get the most of everything. The Molotov is there, Killer YT is gonna get
कसले
finished
खान्छ
off.
चिकन केटा
RD
एसटी
Suba, that's the elimination that you're gonna have. The grenades coming, but no connection. The grenade actually blew up a little bit to the backside.
एसटीले चिकन खायो भने त 15 किल चिकन
This
हान्दो रहेछ
grenade
त
could have been
यसो हेर्दा हेर्दा
detrimental only and only if it had been cooked. It had been slightly less cooked right there.
Oh,
देखेन
no.
सबैले
Amazed how Gyonte surviving all the circle of the teams. This hellhole, I'm gonna call it, because you can get shot, you can get fire from all the different angles. And there we have it. Suba
सबैजना हाने भने त हेर
it is
18 किल
DRS
चिकन हान्ने रहेछ
that
त
has been
फेरि
eliminated.
सबैको एउटै किल छ हेर न सबैजना
Out
राम्रो
of the
खेल्दैछन् हौ
16 teams
हरेक
just
प्लेयर
a while ago, we're now looking at the final 3 teams remaining, looking to score
Nepex लाई
that
हान्ने
chicken
भयो,
dinner.
ST ले अब
Everyone is definitely going crazy up in here. Nepex Esports again
Nepex लाई
down
ST
to their
पर्यो,
2 players, now
फाइदा उठाउन सक्छ
challenging
कि
up the
RD ले
boys of Tribe Aeromacy. Obviously, they're at a deficit here, they're at a disadvantage, but let's see if they got some magic trick to show us. Going up against Tribe, it's a 4v2 situation. There's also Royal Dragon into the mix as well, so this is an amazing 3-way battle happening at stage number 8. And in just a few more seconds, Storix stage 9 will come in hot, and we will definitely run out of space because the Blue Ripper also would want to collect some souls.
Oh, yes, they want some souls at this point. Tribe Aeromacy, 4-man standing. Nepex, a duo, and RD with the trio. It is basically 2 versus 3 versus 4 going on. The situation is intensifying. The teams, they're intensifying from this point onward. Claw finally managed to get his hand on that
एसटीले के गर्छ भन्ने कुरा
P90. Right with this, he has the
नेट
opportunity
छैन
to
आरडी
get the
सँग
players
छैन
down.
रहेछ
The P90 that you can use on the
नेट भएको
long
भए त
range,
आरडी को
close
चिकन
range
रहेछ यार यसो बुझ्दाखेरि
It is
हेर न
a
त्यहाँ
vast
4 जना एउटै ठाउँमा छ हो नेटै छैन
multi-use gun from this point onward. You can utilize this just like the MV3 that we saw in the original map being utilized to take the players down, but it didn't help that much. Right now, you have the opportunity to prove the
Pieces
players
went up
wrong.
on
But
that.
ASD Venom is going to take an epic down right with this. The knockout
Wait, kill उठेन न
stolen away. No, try there. You're trying your best to get as much eliminations as possible, but you're not able to get them just because of the fact that they're getting stolen away from you. Nepex is going to get finished off.
2v3,
Claw
2v3.
finally using that P90 to take down
नेट भएको जोडी
Trix
भएर
has
छ
been
पछाडी
finally fully finished off. It is a 2 versus 3 scenario. 14 elimination for Tribe Aeromacy. Use this car. Use the car to get the player out of the
Oi,
equation.
Claw
But Rick super alone that HP. The player's coming in. No, this is not
Oi,
something you
already
should have
above Ball.
and in an instant, Tribero Messi gets eliminated by Royal Dragons. This is a chicken dinner coming in for the Royal Dragons. Even though they were on a disadvantage, they did not take that many fights, but they cemented themselves into the best position possible.
Hey, whatever formula is working out for the team, then that's why you gotta stick on. And Royal Dragons just scored their second chicken dinner of the night up against Tribe Aeromessi, which is of course one of the top performing teams for this round. And again, I feel like they keep on getting denied those WWCDs after really performing at such a professional level here, ending the game, finishing off strong with a double-digit score. But Royal Dragon, very good execution, on point with those nades, on point with their massive counter up against not just Tribe Aeromessi, but of course another team who was also there, which is of course Nepex. K-Law or Claw with 4 elimination points in his name, Master Zerdy with 5, Frag with 1, Soba with 2. Everyone contributed to those number of points they were able to put up on the board. And this is such a great thing to see. Day number 2 of the PMNC is Royal Dragons a day. So probably they're saying, burn, baby, burn. To everyone.
They are actually saying everyone to burn. Tribe Aeromessi, the way that they have secured those number of eliminations, I have to commend to them. They are back in this game. They are back in business in the day number 2, right from the second half phase of the game. But I have to give it to Royal Dragons getting.
फाइट पर्छ होला है एकछिनमा कहाँ गयो मस
आउँदै छ त बगी लिएर आउँदै छ
सुनौमै
हेड खाछ हेड बडी खाछ
एम्पो भापे जार्थ्यो होला है न फेरि भाइले हान्यो
एकै
ब्लू गरेको छ यो घरमा छैन क्लोजकोमा छैन उताको
रुमै गयो ल म सिधै
मलाई स्कोप लिहाले
हेर्नुपर्छ ब्रो अगाडि
जम्प ब्लूमा कभर दिन मिल्दैन कसैले
को टिमले हान्यो
मैले रोके दिन स्लिम गरे त्यो मसँग एकजनाले कभर दियो है हैन भयो
जो त
बम हान्न त जाउजले कभर दिइरहेछ
ओइ त्यो स्काई त कत्रो जोसेको
बम हान्दै है छतमै छ अगाडि
गरे है अझै पनि
यहाँबाट फ्यान थाले
एक जना त हो जस्तो छ
जी
मुनि आएर
अनि गए है
जाउ यता मेसेज भन्दैछ एउटा
सुई मास
अर्कै टिम हो यो C1
लेफ्टको तलबाट हान्छ है
अति मिठो ग्रेनेड
तिम्रो माथि
स्मोक खेलान मात्र म आकाश
यता
क्लोजमा आयो उता क्लोजमा
सक्यो
दुटा मात्रै रहेछ त
त्यो अर्कै आइको त बीटीआर हैन
बीटीआर थियो
आइको बीटीआर थियो सुरुको
स्ट्रिमरै मर्यो
29 जना छ
वाच पार्टी गर्न थाले स्ट्रिमरले नि अब
कहाँ मर्यो हो यो माछा
यो C1 भनेको चाहिँ हामीसँग सानोकमा भिड्ने टिम हो गयो त यार स्ट्रिमर पारी कट्छौँ त हामी आयो रे को आयो त
राइटमा पारी एनिमी अगाडि बढ्नु आयो त ओइ कति गाडी आयो त
के
बकीहरु आए पुश आयो
ब्लूमा आयो एउटा
ए रमाइ त जिगल होराको गेम
नकबो
ओइ एक र दिन अर्कै छ त बीटीआर रहेछ एक
ए मुला गेटिन पनि हुँदैन एकै छैन आम फालेर हान्ने
एउटाले चाहिँ हान्छ है
फिनिश भयो एउटा घरमा अनि एउटा कता होला
आउन यसको पनि हो त यहाँ एउटै छ
उता पर्यो लास्ट गाई तिनको लास्ट गाई यो लास्ट गाई हो
आकाश सिगरेट के रे सिट चेन्ज गरेर आकाश लेट्स गो बाँच्छ अरे हानिहाल्छ नि त्यसले कसरी बाँच्छ हौ यसलाई नहानिकन त
आम्फाल्छ है
फालेको छैन फाले
1v1 किङ
म पो बात छ
गर्दैछ 1v1 किङ बिटिआरलाई सेक
ब्लिड भयो
आइसक्यो अगाडि
मानव मेला 1v1 बाँच्दैन जोनले खान्छ हल्का मेरो जस्तै गेम रहेछ हौ मेरो जस्तै हान्छ है लोकल टुर्नामेन्टमा चाहिँ एमभीपी हो है डल्ले सबै हिल बोक्ने हिल गर्दै पुग्छ जोन
1 मिनेट चाहिँ त्यहाँ
ओए माफिया बोइ जुटी त्यो नभन न हौ के हो यार तिमी यार दिल्ला हो यार हामी हेरिरहेको छौँ त अडियन्ससँगै अति खेल्छ है स्काईले लोकल त एन्ड्रोइडमा पुगेपछि के हुन्छ स्लिपी भाइले यसपालि सेटिङ मिलाइदिन्छु भन्दै थियो खुसी छ अस्ति पालि सेटिङ बिग्रेको भन्दै थियो स्काईले
बारे भन्छ यो 18 नम्बर त
ओइ के हो यहाँ पुगौँ न यहाँबाट राउन्ड दुई टिम एसएल क्वालिफाई हुने कि अर्को राउन्ड यो चाहिँ यहीँबाट हो यो चाहिँ ग्रुप स्टेज हो फाइनल्सबाट हो जुटी टप 2 ग्रुप स्टेजबाट टप 16 फाइनल्स पुग्छ अहिलेको पोइन्ट जोडिँदैन जीसी पछिको गेम अर्कै भएको छ गेम त राम्रो छ त्यो जस्ट गेम बिग्रिँदै गएपछि एटिट्युड भन्दा नि ऊ निराश हुँदै जान्छ क्या एकदम त्यो चाहिँ नराम्रो कुरा हो त्यो चाहिँ सुधार्नुपर्छ अब गेम लास्ट गेमसम्म पनि राम्रो चाहिन्छ क्या डिप्रेस भइसक्छ थर्ड लास्ट गेमतिरै डिप्रेस भइसक्छ यसका गेम बिग्रियो भने न्याउरो परेको मुख पार्छ हौ स्काईले
कुन टुर्नामेन्ट हो स्क्रिम्स
R8 पनि रहेछ त
भेरी इन्थुसियास्टिक क्वेशन
अब त हान्छन् सबले एन्ड्रोइडमा त चिलो अरे हेरौँ न केटा हो चिलो त कुन एन्ड्रोइडमा रहेछ हेरौँ न जोटी ग्यासमा त ओभर हड्रप हुने भयो त एसएलमा त्यो पिएमजी टिम अपग्रेड अर्को पपी पेट्रोल नि हो र तीनटा त फिक्स भइसक्यो अरे भाग्छ केटा हो एउटा त दुईटै नभाग्ला एउटा त सियर भाग्छ सुनेको छैनौ तिमीहरूले दयाङ राईको मन परेको जुत्ता पो जुत्ता त नत्र खाली खुट्टै ठिक छ त्यस्तै हो क्या केटा हो आफ्नो ड्रप पनि आफ्नै हुन्छ हो बरु दुईटा टिम भयो भने आधा आधा गरौँला नो प्रब्लम तर छोड्न त छोडिँदैन यसमा त सोलको जर्सी हेरेको छैन हौ सु एकचोटि म लाइभमा छु हेरेकै छैन फलो त गर्दिन त्यही पनि इन्डियन स्पोर्ट्सलाई खासै
फिनिसै हानेर छाड्यो
यसकाले किल हान्दैन
पनि
के छ
आयो गाडी त्यो दुई हो है
हाम्रो लोकल एमभीपी सेक्दैछ
ए घरमै आएर
के स्पे मुला
110 रहेछ स्काईको 4x हल्का बढाउनु पर्ने भयो 125 तिर ठिक्क हुन्छ
होइन नक फिनिस हाने हो होइन सकेको
टिम अफ द टिम
नक फिनिस हाने त्यसको पनि
अल्टरनेटिभ ड्रप इराङ्गलमा त फरक पर्दैन इराङ्गलमा त पुगि नै रहन्छ त्यसलाई एउटा ड्रप त फिक्स भएको छैन यसलाई मिरामारमा चाहिँ सोच्न सकिन्छ
1v4
र
1v4 छ ब्रो
टप 2 मलाई चाहिँ आरडी चाहिँ स्योर हुन्छ जस्तो लागिरहेछ किन
सेकन्ड
ओए यहाँ आइसक्यो त्यसले त
सेकेन्ड भयो त अर्को गेम सुरु भएन यो हेरौँ है दुई गेम त हो सुरु हुन लागेछ त गेम मरिसक्यो सेकेन्ड गेम ए हो र म त सुरु नभएको हो कि अब होरमा कुन चाहिँको फेयरवेल हुन्छ अरे यो सिजन त हुँदैन जुट्टी ए सानक पो हो अब
They don't want to play, they prefer Miramar over Sanhok majority of the times. And now that they are going to play two of the matches of Sanhok, Andy, what are they going to do on this?
Oh man, I do understand why they don't like Sanhok because it's a fast-paced game, right? And a lot of CQC definitely will happen. And again, the number one gameplay that they need to pull off is a stealthy gameplay. So that means that they need to be quiet, they need to set in traps, they need to lure the opponent. So that is not easy to do when it comes to Sanhok. So yep, we're gearing up for match number 4. We're heading back to the jungle of chaos of Sanhok. But before we dive into the action, ladies and gents, let's talk about, of course, Royal Dragons. I mean, they've just secured another chicken dinner in match number 3, and let's not forget they kicked off the day with a win right here.
ओए
On
सानक ने आरडीले
in
है
case you missed the
सानक ने
action
आरडीले हाने
just
थियो नि
a while ago. Now the question
आरडीले
is,
त आज अति
can
गर्यो त
lightning
यार
strike twice, or in this
जुटी हरेक
case,
म्याचमा रकरा
thrice
सानकमा
now
सिवन
for the
मेरा
side
बेला
of
नबेर
Royal Dragons to prove that they've already mastered day number 2 of the PMNC and yet another
हामीलाई
WWC
भन्दा नि
title
ड्रप
for
क्लास लिने
Erangel.
टिमहरूलाई न बेफाइदा छ
Far
यसपालि
from dethroned
किनकि
when it
उनीहरूको
comes
हाम्रो
to
त अब
Erangel. So so much
ग्रुप
on the
स्टेजमा टप
line
16
in this
आउनुपर्ने हो
one,
हाम्रो
but
त
who
किनकि
knows that
हाम्रो त यसपालि
Sanhawks
त्यो पिएमजिसी पोइन्ट पनि
assassinate
छैन क्या हाम्रो
this
रिजनलाई
late game
उनीहरूको
play
रिजनलाई त पिएमजिसी
can
पोइन्टहरू
end
हुन्छ उनीहरूलाई त
great
धेरै फरक पर्छ
game. So it's going to be
हामीलाई त
a
बरु ढुक्क भएर ड्रप
bloodbath
क्लास
on
लिए
that
पनि
match.
पोइन्ट नआए पनि खासै फरक पर्दैन किनकि फाइनल्समा त जानु छ बरु फाइनल्समा ड्रप चेन्ज गर्दा त्यस्तो गाह्रो भयो भने ड्रप चेन्ज गर्दा नि भयो उनीहरूलाई त गाह्रै छ हो पिएमजिसी पोइन्ट हुनेहरूलाई त सोच्नुपर्छ ड्रप क्लासको बारेमा पनि साउन्ड सानो भयो यो गेम सुरु भए साउन्ड ठुलो बनाउँछु नि जुटी म
No, you're not going to be able to survive for that long because Sanhok is made that way. Sanhok is the half
जुटीको केटाहरू रहेनछन् श्रीपेज जुटी एसटी होइन केटाहरू आए अब हामी एसएल पुग्यौँ र अरे छैन नेक्स्ट एसएल को कुरा गरे होला केटाहरूले तर दाइ डिआरएस को त्यो बेला बेस्ट परफर्मिङ प्लेयर स्लिपी थियो अनि स्लिपीलाई यतिकै लोनमा त स्लिपी भाइ लोनमा छैन स्लिपी भाइ यता पर्मानेन्ट प्लेयर भइसक्यो लोन उहिले सकेको केटा त्यो यतिकै नामको मात्र लोन लेखायो क्या लोन सक्यो अब अहिलेलाई अब पर्मानेन्ट प्लेयरै हो क्या स्लिपी भाइ लोन भएन चिक्स हान्नु पर्यो होइन ले त्यही त ल सुरु भयो मिचु स्पोर्ट्सले चिकन हान्नु पर्यो
Sanhok on its way. The match number 4 and the flight path is on your screen. Going from the Camp Alpha Island all the way down to the Kampong.
I do wonder if the breaks are helping the teams here. I mean, obviously, so the teams was able to build their momentum, and then they're gonna go for a break next round. I feel like it's gonna break them, but we don't know the implications and, of course, how the break is going to affect all of the teams' performance here. But so far, again, we're looking at the situation, and we were, looking for alteration or like diversion, as Torix mentioned just a while ago, coming from all of the teams here. Paradise Resort, it is going to be fully booked, that is for sure, because I can already see 2 teams headed towards that direction. So we're just waiting for the fight to happen, and it is already happening. It's Hoina once again up against RLX. Who's gonna win at this time? Moments ago, it was Hoina Esports was able to pull clutch here, and we're looking at the situation and 2 RLX members already down on the ground, but I'm pretty sure RLX was able to snatch a player from Hoina Esports as well. And here comes the dance off. RLX Esports might get served once again in Paradise Resort.
This early fight, it always gonna take someone out of the equation. RLX, as once again, against the team Haina Esports, and Haina Esports, they're coming in strong again.
You have the Destro
has managed to secure 2 of the eliminations of the team Haina Esports. They have secured 1 elimination. Sana is right now knocked out, so Destro, you either need to go get the provider down on Sana, but oh my god, not Zoo, no! This is not how you peek against the guy that has an Uzi in his hand. You know you're going to be in trouble the moment you're going to peek into the area. Now with the Haina Esports down to the last guy, the last person, there's nothing that they can do. Just wait for the opportunity that the other team might aggress and just pray that this DBS is going to connect on them.
Yeah, Micro Uzi. I do wonder if this is going to be like Micro Uzi getting a comeback here in the competitive scene, because I do see a lot of players getting their hands back on a Micro Uzi. But of course, shotgun remains to be a lethal weapon to have when it comes to CQC. One shot, one kill is what the players are looking for. And oh my goodness. Okay, so RLX Esports was able to serve their vengeance right up against Hoina. They won the fight in Paradise Resort, and they get 3 of their members, so I guess it's still A-O-A. But for OPZ, once again, getting into clash here, and I think this time Torix, they do have the upper hand advantage up against their opponent.
Drop clear गर्नुपर्छ क्या अब यो RLX सँग आज हार्यो अब फाइनल्समा नि आइदियो भने टेन्सन हुन्छ अब नेक्स्ट म्याच तिर ड्रप फाइट पर्यो भने जित्नै पर्छ
It's still the fact that it's just a single point. You need to get more than that if you want to have a good opportunity to start for yourself or even a good ending. But here we have it. T2K versus the team RLX. The situation has been overturned. RLX got Haina Esports out, and now T2K is here to take the Paradise Resort for themselves. But remember, 4 death machines are in the proximity too. They're gonna take OG out. T2K, as they're aggressing upon the team RLX. 4 death machine is actually aggressing up upon the T2K as well. And we have a full 5th party. Not not even a fourth party here, Andy. There's a fifth party in the proximity, in the backside, outskirts, and that is the team RG Royal Gurkhas. The moment the fight, the shots are gonna start, Royal Gurkhas is actually gonna enter too.
कास्टरको साउन्ड बढाउनु न रे गएर हेर न यो भन्दा बढायो भने त मैले आफूले के बोलेकै सुन्दिनँ
and with this Royal Gurkhas, they're gonna have to change their positions.
Oh my goodness. Guys, Paradise Resort is already fully booked. All of the cabins are now occupied. But of course, the teams is not going to be reason why they're not getting inside Paradise Resort. They want the points. They want to score a lot of them. And now they're looking for trouble deliberately. T2K on rotation. Going up against the Royal Gurkhas, getting close into the fire here. We got one down on the ground, ready to fight it out. But Paradise Resort continues to get really busy here. KOM on the other side of town, going up against VE this time, TMZ. Now, it's a little bit of a standoff between the teams, but one of them is currently down on the ground, and it's not looking too good for the side of T2K here. Torix, I mean, Igneous and OG both out of the game. Toodalove is currently knocked down, so Ajaya needs to pull off a clutch here.
He does need to pull up a clutch here, no matter how you look at it. Right at this point, but T2K, come on, I had hopes. Now with the 46 total points, T2K has been dragged down even more from this point onward. Look at that, Royal Dragons 59 points, Nepex 59 points. Then we have T2K 46 points to their name, Royal Gurkhas. One more elimination and you're gonna have the hashtag number 4 for yourself. But if we're talking about the team KOM Machines, right now they're up against a team of TM7, but TM7 cannot hold themselves down. It is an elimination right with this. Pick OP, in fact, not Pick OP. It is Pick OP. He managed to get one. And that was basically a 2-1-1 ratio of the elimination distribution.
That is right. Okay. There must be some sort of truce happening at the moment here, but it was a great back and forth trade that just happened moments ago. And again, T2K got taken out of the equation here. They're now back at the lobby with only 3 points in total. So you're right. I mean, they are going to be pushed further down the ranks. Relax, however, we still got one more player still alive and kicking and still repping them up. But I don't know. I'm not sure how far his gonna last here in the situation, especially if if he's left to deal with business here. And now everyone is moving towards the safe zone for Death Machine. They do have the chance to eliminate this last player come from RLX. Of course, they would want to make sure that they have all the advantages working out for them. But judging the situation, at the edge of the circle here, just a little south of bootcamp area, there are at least 3 teams that might have a conflict up against each other, and I'm not sure if the river's gonna turn red anytime soon. But one thing is for sure, an altercation will definitely happen in just a few more moments.
Yeah, the altercation, it's definitely going to happen, but come on. Once more, the fight has ensued. LHC, RC32, the team that is kind of at the very bottom.
यो तपाईको यो डे 2 हो, डे 4 सम्म हुन्छ, 4 दिनको म्याच हो. फाइनल चाहिँ 3 दिनको हुन्छ, 25, 26, 27 मा चाहिँ फाइनल छ.
Then move forward, try to but oh my god, that's not just only 1 but 2 eliminations right there. Nepex, those are some juicy, easy elimination that they managed to secure. Just here, they were trying to get inside that circle, and someone was like yoink with the car. They got yoinked out. I don't even remember where the car actually went because the player stayed, the car went forward somewhere.
Oh man, okay, here we go. Things are already getting super intense. coming from the 13 teams remaining here. TM7. That was a quick run.
Sunday finals
this is just
गर्नुहुन्छ
stage number
WATCHPARTY
2, and they have gotten the boot out of
ग्रुप स्टेज त गर्नुहुँदैन
Sanhok. This is second to the last match, and nice pick, nice timing coming from Storm there. Oh my goodness, back in a point for himself.
जो पनि क्वालिफाई गर्न
And they're
सक्छ
still
क्या टप
performing
2 हो
quite great considering the fact that they're down to
दिनको
just
म्याच
2
हो जे पनि हुन सक्छ
players.
क्या
I mean, we can see
Sure
that
भनेर
there
कुरै
are
हुँदैन
teams surrounding where they are exactly. So I don't know how effective their strategy is going to be, since they don't have enough firepower to deal with, everyone heading towards that direction. OPZ, it's the same situation, 2 casualties, but they were able to bag 2 points for themselves. So as long as you keep putting in the numbers, I think they are going to be safe. But the fact of the matter is, and we're just going to have to put it out there, they will still need to exert a lot of effort, a lot of work, just to make sure that they climb up the ranks here, even get themselves into top 8. That could entail hard work, but I mean, you came here to win, and that is supposed to be the only reason why you are playing in any tournaments. It is to dominate. So anyway, we continue on with the
Finals
fight
top
here,
16
ladies and gents. KOM with 4 points in the bag. We've got MTD, Twisted, still a full squad here. Everyone is on prone, so this is more like a snaky move coming from all of the teams here. Of course, we did talk about this, that when it comes to Sanhok, you guys need to be stealthy. Ninja moves is of course one of the top priority, but just to make sure you guys have all the information that you need in terms of the team's position. Okay, Painan, we still have like a portion of it included in the safe zone, but we've got 3 teams coming in from the northern side. So this is an opportunity for the Royal Gurkhas, of course, to do a massive gatekeeping, potentially scoring a lot of points from that exchange. We can see that KOM is a little bit in the middle of the map here, pretty close with RC3 too, so perhaps they're gonna be busy eventually dealing up with this, guys. And Mystic, okay, coming in fresh from Tambang. And as for DRS, the real soldiers, they have taken over the south part area of the safe zone. Now here comes another clash happening right at this moment, as we see 4 death machines making a move and making their presence felt with high energy, cooking up a nade, but kind of hesitated right there. Falcons looking for some more players to take out of the competition, but we can see Killmonger right here scouting the area, setting a good perimeter, and Killmonger, wow, with that shot right there, great distance, but still was able to connect. Oh man, that was great, beautifully done by Falcon of 4 death machines.
Oh my god, beautifully done, beautiful shot right there. And in an instant, that was an elimination coming on. 3 eliminations so far for the 4 death machines.
Finals what are the top 16 finals answer?
Instantly, 1 player gets taken down.
Top 2 को जान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ तिमीलाई मलाई त यसो एक्सपिरियन्स हेरे अनुसार त जानु पर्ने त DRS T2K हो तर मलाई चाहिँ RD जान्छ जस्तो लागिरहेछ नेपेक्स AST हरू पनि राम्रो छ हैनले त गेम देखाउनै सकेको छैन
got finished up, but no, this is a third party. NRC versus 4 death machines. These are 2 back-to-back knockouts. Loco from KOM going against the team of Nepex. That's 1 player from the Nepex also knocked out. Confirmed in an instant. This is not something that you should be messing around with. You need to make sure that you're the one aggressing on the teams and not the one being aggressed upon if you want to have any kind of survival chance.
Whew, okay, here we go. VE prepping themselves up. They know that they have to move inside the safe zone. Royal Gurkhas their position just moments ago. They were right at the edge of the circle, and We did mention that there are 3 teams headed towards that direction, so that is a big opportunity for the side of Royal Gorkhas to score a lot of points from this stage alone. 12 teams remaining, ladies and gents, and we can see that Psycho over here just open fired up against one of the players of KOM. He was able to inflict damage, but still not enough to take that
क्वालिफाई नहुनुको रिजन के होला रे हाम्रो चाहिँ गेम भनेको जस्तो गएन के
KOM is that they already know that there is a team waiting at the other side.
Zone DRS लाई RD त हान्न त आखो रहेछ नि लेफ्टबाट जोने राइट गइदैछ
good. It is nice that we're seeing some of
the teams DRS पर्नै पर्यो नि है नत्र त कहाँ निन्द्रा लाग्नु हो केन्टे भाइले हान्यो जर्डी भाइलाई
against the players, but also
डाडा माथि रहेछ
we are looking at the fact and figurines in this particular position. DRS is still alive, but don't have a single elimination to their name. This is a very big thing, whereas DRS is usually seen getting some decent and a lot of elimination to their name. This time around, it is a 0 number for right now. This is stage number 4, and we're talking about Sanhok. So there we go.
Yo, bhai, to purana player ho yaar. Tab ke garnu?
KOM managed to get not only the knock on the NRC Storm, but also the confirmation. In an instant, that's 6 elimination for the side of KOM.
Oh man, right now 786 already out. Not sure if that was already the confirmation, of course, that he was taken out of the game. But 4 death machines tanking the blue. There's a little bit of pressure onto their side because they don't have to deal with just the teams, but also the Blue Reaper as well. I mean, obviously, it's a little bit of struggle from the side of 4 death machines to get inside the safe zone just because there is a team preventing them to do so. Netpex just eliminated VE, so that is a good performance coming from Netpex. Let's see if they can continue on racking up some points from Sanhok. And as for KOM, 6 points now in the back, and the trade-off still continues to happen.
मिल्टा पनि
Pretty close to them on the boards of Netpex. 2 players knocked down from the side of KOM, so let's see if they can survive this conflict up against Netpex. Rushers cooking up the nade here, throwing it up against KOM, but can this do the job though? They have been inflicting pain, but none of them is getting taken down just yet.
DRS र RD को फाइट परिरहेको छ भने ड्रप छेउछेउमा भइ चिफ जस्ट पनि फाइट पर्छ केटा टिम उनीहरु दुई जनाले गरेर हैन
there's still a chance for them to survive.
याद चाहिँ तिमीहरुले RD र DRS मात्र गरे हो
slowly, steadily entering the vicinity of KOM. DRS Delta from the backside. That's a third party that Netpex
सबै अब हेर्न तीनटै म्यापमा ड्रप नजिक छ अनि फाइट परिहाल्छ नि यार केटा
these players go, come on, but Domain
फाइट पर्नु नि पर्छ दुईटै टिम स्ट्रङ जन स्ट्रङ टिम जुदे भने
उनीहरु
जन स्ट्रङ हुँदै जाने त हो
the thing is that these two teams, Netpex, Team Killer,
Netpex
to get inside of
that
circle
को चाहिँ जान्छ त
possible. Right now they're outside, and staying here will only hinder their performance, will only hurt them more and more. But Falcons, come on, missed all the devious shots, and in an instant they got finished up. But Netpex, come on, they were trying to get inside that circle, but KOM happened. KOM occurred in their vicinity, and in an instant, that's one player down. The rest of the two, Precious Domain, they're trying to make their entry, but Kyo, I have to give it to this guy, even though he was just at 1% HP survival, he managed to heal himself fully on the 100%, but in an instant, RC32, they happened, they occurred, and with this, they took down the team as well.
Delta भाइले सेक्दै छ
Mukesh was able to loot the airdrop, so he was able to level up his gears, so that would be an advantage as well. That is the secret sauce that, for Battle Royales is that you always have to make sure that you have all the right cards playing for you. Anyway, getting back to MTD Twisted here, ladies and gents, 2 points now in the bag. And this is the only team representing in this particular lobby. And the good thing about it is the fact that they're still a complete squad, so they do have a great advantage compared to the other team in case they get into the last few zones. But as for Netpex Esports, Oh man, this is not their day at all. 4 elimination points in the bag, but we're looking at possibly the last player remaining for the side of Netflix. And now MTD Twisted. Let's see if they can get Royal Dragons Twisted in this particular clash. We've got Y10 moving in for the charge, but he gets spotted as well. DRS also busy dealing with an altercation in another part of Sanhok. But Giel's right now cooking up a nade, headed towards Claw. Claw still down, bleeding out there in the open. Royal Dragons is in a little bit of shambles right here, trying to keep their enemies at bay. But Master Zerdy right behind his tree, ready to defend his teammates to buy a little more time to recover the situation. While Mystic, of course, goes in for the charge, very aggressive. Royal Dragons getting picked up one by one, but here comes Master Zerdy with a DBS. He was able to get one, but in the end, man, they just got eliminated.
They did. And at the same time, we can see the
Yo,
team
chicken
entity
answer DRS
twisted
like
now
it
down to the 3 players that they are. As Caesar is getting that revival gun on him, there's going to be a slight bit of time before they're back to the 4-man. Netflix Esports also got eliminated. It is a back-to-back elimination that actually occurred. 5 total teams are remaining. 15 players are in the lobby. RLX, solo player, Mystic, 4-player, RG, with the trio, in fact, not a duo. And the same thing is with the team, I believe, RC as well. I can see a slight red dot on there, but okay, that's just my eyes. It is a duo.
DRS
with Team RC32 as well, and DRS with the 4-man standing as well. DRS, imagine getting a chicken right here from this point onward, getting all those eliminations. Nobody's gonna be stopping them from getting that 100 points marker at the end of the day. But oh my God, Delta, you beast! The precision of the grenade is gonna hit one player. The second grenade goes over, and it's over, guys. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Royal Gurkhas out of the match by the hand of DRS. DRS doing an amazing job. The only two teams that are a 4-man squad is the team MTD and the DRS. The rest two are like RC solo players.
So Royal Dragons have already been taken out, so I do wonder if DRS can pull off the same thing in scoring another chicken dinner for day 2 of the PMNC. I mean, they're looking good. One of them is currently knocked down, but hey, we're still talking about Example. We're still talking about Giante and, of course, Delta making it happen for the real soldiers. They're highly decorated players when it comes to the competitive scene, but this is going to be an amazing feat because Mystic is still, of course, doing a great job trying to counter all the teams that are making it rain bullets onto their direction, and this is gonna be fun because this is Bhutan versus Nepal. It's a fair fight because this is a 4v4, and just looking at the situation, I do feel like MTD Twisted have some sort of advantage right here. I think it's for both the teams here. But Y10 is not wasting any time. He shuts down XMPL, and this could pave the way for MTD Twisted to win the fight because 2 players now from DRS already down to the ground. So upper hand advantage goes to MTD Twisted.
MTD having the upper hand, but oh my God,
1v1 Gante versus
advantage out, and it's basically a 1 versus 1. Team MTD versus the team DRS, a 1v1, and it's gonna ensue. Both parties on the same HP side on top of that as well. But the thing is, Twisters do not have any kind of healing on, and the grenade went over there. It's gonna be on the other side of the rocks, and nobody's gonna get hurt. The second grenade might hit him a little bit, but no connection with that grenade. Now he's just waiting for the circle to like approach the situation, and he's just going to like take this elimination easy and peasy. But the grenade is being cooked out. The grenade went close to the player, but not enough. So the player can get eliminated, but DBS shots connecting, and DRS getting winner chicken dinner, ladies and gentlemen. This is the DRS for you guys. After that first initial second match chicken dinner for the day number 2, they managed to the top position, but now they're gonna have a huge difference against all the other teams.
Oh my gosh, that was an intense back and forth situation with DRS And Mystic, man, it was a 4v4 when we initially started, and then it went to 1v1. And Giante showed experience, showed great determination at getting that WWCD, and this is the second chicken dinner for the side of the Real Soldiers. But then again, kudos, because it was a valiant effort nonetheless coming from Mystic. I mean, the fact that they also scored a double-digit elimination points says a lot, right? They can bang on their chest right now and say that, ooh, we are one of the toughest contenders you can face in PMNC. It wasn't really easy for DRS to score that chicken dinner, but Giante was a little bit faster on the trigger right there, hence getting the chicken dinner.
Yeah, not only the trigger, I would say the precision as well, because DBS is one of the gun that we usually see majority of the players mess up as well during these kind of crucial positioning where they have to get out of the tree, get out of that small cover and take those shots against the players. We usually see the players choke on this area, but no, this guy was calm, composed, and on his foot the whole time. In an instant, that was an amazing ending that he just got for the team.
DX लाई SCT ले किने हो रे acquire गरेको होला World Cup को लागि.
Match, how the jump at DBS even connections were happening for Death Machines as they were getting the long range shots connected and so on and so on. Even OPZ, the solo guy that tried his level best but got absolutely decimated at one point. But yeah, at the very end, till the stage number 4, the best part is we were still having 12 teams in Sanhok. Andy, in Sanhok, 12 teams is a not only big number, but an enormous number.
Definitely.
Group stage though.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just catch my breath. But of course, we still need to highlight some of the best plays coming from Mystic Destiny. We all know the Real Soldiers as one of the prominent names coming from Nepal, but we don't really know so much about Mystic Destiny. And again, you know, this team is making waves in the esports scene, you know, particularly in PUBG Mobile tournaments recently. They secured second place in the PUBG Mobile National Championship South Asia wild card. Ooh, that is, of course, something to be proud of. They just showcased their skill and, of course, determination, competing against teams from Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Mystic Destiny demonstrated, of course, exceptional teamwork and strategy, earning them a spot in the PMNC South Asia Spring Finals, which is, of course, what we're seeing right now. Not really the finals, but just the playoffs. And again, you know, it was such a great display coming from Mystic Destiny, but we cannot take the spotlight away from DRS, who actually scored the chicken dinner and the MVP of the match, which is okay, Erangel, 40%. Oh, I mean, if we talk about precision, I think Erangel also kind of displays great precision here.
Great, that is an amazing precision, no matter how you look.
स्लिपी भाइहरू भर्खर हेरेको मैले हेर्न त मरिसकेको थियो. रन्डो म्याप खेले जस्तो लाग्यो. मर्छ हो फर्स्टमै मैले भर्खर हेर्दा मरेछ कसरी मर्छ हेर्दा. DX ले रन्डो म्याप खेल्छ. PMSL मा रन्डो म्याप नै हुन्छ कि के हो? त्यही त माकपेनको केटाहरू कहाँ गएछ? पास्ता मोमो उनीहरू त पहिल्यैदेखि थियो. हामी युएतिर हुँदाखेरि खेल्थे.
त्यो मुला त वही पुग्छ कता. दुईटा टिम छ, तीनटा टिम छ हो केटा. ओइ
Watch out. Watch out.
नखाने एउटा.
पिङ चाहिँ कति आउँदो रहेछ यिनीहरूको यसमा?
दुईटा मारे.
Watch out.
यताबाट आयो पछिबाट आयो केटा.
वडा थियो एकजना. मेरोमा त
कता हो मेरो माथि एक्लै छ दुईजना छ
एकजनाबाट आउँछ स्काई गइहाल्यो नि
रुक न मैले हान्छु ओके र
M20 पछि किन त नि स्लिपी भाइ अर्को त उजी बोके भयो अति चाहिँ आकाश
एउटा बम आउँदैछ एउटा
Awesome.
बुस छ दिगो लिङ चार फेला त्यहाँ पासको गोली छ
यतातिर पुसा यार
12 वटा मात्र
पुगेन मलाई पुसाएन कहाँबाट हान्थ्यो
बुम राम्रो नाम पनि
लगेटा माथि आएर तल छैन हौ
गर्दैछ
कतिवटा टिम हो अति है
के गर्नु हो यो
टेबल के छ भाइ भित्र टेबल के पछाडि हैन ओइ मास
ल माथि सिधै आएछ
कहाँबाट आयो त्यो
तलबाट आएको थिएन माथिबाट गएको
तल त थिएन हौ
अब यो अनुहार हेरेर बस्ने हो केटा यति जाउँ हौ यिनीहरूकै कुरा सुनौँ हौ
into their gun power.
त्यत्रो तीनटा टिम रहेछ तीनहरुलाई हानेको भने अर्को टिम रहेछ
DRS is a strong point, has a strong point with the experience and everything, but so does NEPX now with the aggression that they have showed us during the previous matches, the day number 1 and the day number 2. It's definitely possible that both of them can actually like take each other out, but right now it is the match number 5 that 4 in fact that has been done and dusted. And before we head over to our final match of the day, the match number 5, we will be going for a short break. Do not go anywhere.
के गर्ने त यार ब्रेकमा अब
and choose selection lucky spin to go to the spin event.
राख्न मिल्दैन भने
Completely choose items according to your preferences. To form your own prize pool. After making your selection, you get a discounted 10 draw that's only valid during the event. The draw costs only
ओरा कहाँ गयो आज रे ओरा छैन यार ओरा क्लिपले भिडियो हालेछ के हालेछ
गाडीको किडा
ल हेर्दा मामा you masturbate hearing this voice पाले ने
ओरा चाहिँ छाडा छ हाम्रो तेरा त हाँसेको हेर्दा नि हाँस्छ मलाई केटा
केटीको अनुहारै नभएको नि माया लागेको
हाइलाइट च्यानलहरु
त्यस्तो मुझे जोतको मुझे बुट क्याम्प पनि नसोचाइ साथी बेन्च छैन मुझे लेदरको सोफा छ रनमा दिसर लेदरको सोफामा को बस्छ भन्न मुझे बेन्चमा हैन अच्छा बेन्चमा को बस्छ रनमा
50000 को हो त्यो सोफा
हेपेको तिमीहरुले मुझे होरो स्पोर्टलाई जोतको सोचेको पाउने 1 वर्ष रनमतिको छ अल नसरले किन्दैछ मुझे होरो स्पोर्टलाई थाहा छ
ए
आर यु कमेडी मी
पोरा यस्तो भयो नि भान्जाले मतलब तिमीले टिकाउन नसक्ने भयो अल नसरलाई बेच्ने भयो
पनि दाइको नै हो
सपनामा देखेको थियो
दाइके मतलब
हेलो हो र
कोही भाइलाई एडिटर राखेर अनि यसमा भिडियो हाल्न ला होला के दाइले
अनि होरो स्पोर्ट्स
कहिले देखि मेम्बरशिप लियो रेसन टिमले यार
सपनामा आउ साथी
पिरातीको बस्न छडन
यो उयो धेरै भयो क्या
यो मुजी त लाभियो यार यो मुजी त
साथी कस्तो लाभियो आइराए के मुजी प्लेनबाट झाट्यो आकाशबाट झाट्यो रनमतिको छ किन भने नभने किन म तेरेमा छु म हेर्दा तेरे छेउमै छु त प्लेनबाट झाट्यो मलाई लाइक गर्दा गर्दै
गल्ती हुँदा नि
My anaconda doom. My anaconda doom. Let's see. Oh my god.
Marked a location.
Oh my god.
देखो देखो दरिंदगी चेहरे से टपकती है। नंबर 1 का कमीना है। छी छी छी, आंखें देखो, नियत में खोट साफ नजर आता है, हवस से भरी हुई।
क्यों कैरेक्टर हो यस्तो यार अनुमति के छोरी
दुईटा स्पटको पर हो दाइ
यो त धेरै मोटाएछ
बेसी कन्ट्रोल ठाडो पारेर
जुम 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 ए बोय फेरि त हर्दी त हर्दी अरे हङ्ग्री त अनि त्यसै लेट छ क्या
हग दिया
कहाँ बाहिर निस्केको त तपाईँ
आज के भइरहेछ यार अरिङ्गाल
कसलाई गाली गर्छ अहिले
यार भान्जा तिमी कहाँ गएको भन्छु के
अब चाहिँ शान्त मनलाई शान्त गरेर खेल्नु पर्यो क्या अलि एग्रेसिभ भयो जस्तो छ
एकचोटि लामो सास फेर अनि एकचोटि गर
यो त ल्यान्ड सेका खान्छ अरे अब उडेरै भेट्छ
साला ये दुख का खत्म नहीं होता बे
एकछिनमा टिक्दैन नि त यार बुढा
ओ भान्जा
हजुर
के भयो किन डिमोटिभेट भएको के भयो जिन्दगीमा केही केही दुःखहरू छ के भयो भन एकचोटि केही छ त के हो यस्तो गेम प्ले यस्तो छ के भयो त नाम साउन्ड पख न भान्जालाई मोटिभेट गरौँ न पहिला
क्या हो गया तुम्हें क्यों नहीं बोल रहे हो
के भयो भान्जा यस्तो टेन्सन नलेऊ तातो पानी खाऊ
यो दाइ मरेको मात्र हालेको छ त हो एडिटरले त किन
खराब हो जाएगा मैं मार
रिकल हुन्छ रिकल हुन्छ
एकजिट हानु एकजिट हानु
ए
आउनु मामा
पख न
आउनु काम छैन एक घन्टा भएन र मामा अपार्टमेन्टमा बसेको सुरुदेखि नै बसेनन् र साथी लास्टसम्म मामा सुरुदेखि त्यही थियो होइन र हामी त कता कता पुगेर आयो
कडा छ है दाइको ट्याग चाहिँ अल्टिमेट इन्फ्लुएन्सर
ए म्याम मरेको भए म रिकल गर्दिन थियो त तपाईलाई मर्नु भनेको हैन त त्यहाँ मैले
भाइको आइडीबाट रहेछ
एनिमीले त्यतिकै गरेर मर्नु त एनिमी हानेर मर्ने हो नि
तपाई त्यतिकै अनि खोइ हानेको त तपाईले खोइ फाइटिङ नै भयो कसरी गर्नु
त मैले चान्स पाउनु
निक्लिन भन्नु न तपाई दुलोबाट निक्लिन भन्नु न तपाई
बात त सही है
मुसाले दुलो बनाए जस्तो गरेर दुलो भित्र लुकेर बस्छन् अनि चान्सै पाएन अरे
सरी
मर्नै पर्थ्यो क्या तपाईँ निक्लेर ए माकुली चाहिँ परला रिकल गरिहाल्छ नि केटाहरूले लिम्बे गइसकेको छ रिकल गर्न भनेर सोच्नु भएन तपाईँले त्यो लुकेरै बस्नुभयो तपाईँ
अब त्यसरी होइन त्यसरी किल हान्नु भन्दा बरु केही
ए मामा यार एउटा मिसन आएको छ यार कटाम न यार
उता सुरु भएको छैन म लाउँछु सुरु
तपाईहरुसँग खेल्दाखेरि त खोइ यार मामा मिसन कटेको यादै छैन यार म दोङहरुसँग खेल्दा हो यार म चाहिँ कट्ने एउटा गर्दैन यार
ए लिम्बे दाइको ब्यान्ड भयो
यार म चाहिँ एउटा
एक दिनको ब्यान्ड त होला नि केटा हो
रिस उठ्दैन मामा एउटा थ्याङ्क यू भनेको सुन्नु भएको छ मैले थ्याङ्क यू भनेको सुन्नु भएको छ आज स्ट्रिम गरेदेखि
नेभर
छैन नि हैन अनि मिसन बनाउनु पर्छ भन्ने मेरो दिमागमा आउँदैन यार अपार्टमेन्टको मुझे एउटा कुनामा लुकेर लुकेको गर्ने बोल्ने मात्रै गाडी आयो त्यो आयो यो आयो निजेर हान्न खोज न यार आफू मुझे बिल्ला हो थाहा छ बट इनिमी बट हो भनेर थाहा भइ त यार
गजब बेइज्जती है
भोलि त म्याचलाई उयो गर्नु छ यार
शिवरात्रि
भएन नआउने कति नआउँछु भनेको
ओए 10 दिनको ब्यान हो आजकल पहिला पहिला नै ब्यान खाइसकेको थियो होला भनेपछि
पेन्टी मात्र फेरि
फर्स्ट टाइममा त एक दिनको ब्यान हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो त्यसपछि बढ्दै जाने होला
किन नआउनु
होइन नआउनै पर्छ यार अब त जिउ नै
जामै त उता अब
For the final game in Erangel Torix, are you ready?
फर्स्ट टाइममा त एक दिनको मात्र ब्यान हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो केटा कि अहिले बढाएको होला किनकि हाम्रो मसँग खेल्दाखेरि टिम अप गर्दाखेरि यता केटाहरू म चाहिँ ब्यान खाएन जो टिम अप गरेको थियो उनीहरू चाहिँ ब्यान खाइरहेको
as we see our plane line going all the way from near the Kameshki side down south, in fact down west to the Quarry region. The northern side regions like the Severny, the Stalwart, the Kameshki, Shooting Range, they're the ones that are easily accessible for the teams, even Georgia Pool and the hospital area. But the areas that are now no longer accessible, it is the Nowhere Point, the Military Base Island, the Ferry Piers, the Primorx, and maybe the Melta City, unless you have your vehicles to go by that area.
Yes. I mean, DRS Gaming and SPE definitely have shown their aggression and adaptability throughout this day. So, stepping into Erangel, I do expect calculated rotations and, of course, more intense firefights and maybe even a few surprises for the final round. And given the circle that we have on the screen here, just like what you mentioned, I mean, Kameshki is highly populated just because we do have two teams there. I do wonder if OPZ will make it out alive from Kameshki, because they have been losing a lot of drop clashes, and it begs the question, right? Are they going to maybe start their matches passively after day number 2, because there aren't enough successful clashes for OPZ, to be honest?
फाइट पर्यो त कामेस्कीमा पनि दुईटा टिम हैश लिपअपका खाली छ त यार यो भाग्नु पर्ने हो त अड्क्यो त यार स्ट्रिम के भयो
but what I see no one taking a fight, even Marsh at this angle, whereas he is super close to the teams that can actually occur into the fight.
सेकेन्ड रेड अब्जर्भेसन गराउने होइन अरे मिरामारमा चाहिँ हो
chilling out there
यसमा त पर्दैन इराङ्गलहरुमा त
we can see day number 2
सानो हेरौँ न पहिला फाइट टिम न उताको टिम कतिको उयो छ भनेर ड्रप फाइट देखि त डराउनु त पर्दैन केटा हामी हानिन्छ त्यतिको ड्रप फाइटै हान्न नसक्ने भयो त किन टिम बनाउने हो र
a really great job on that because of the fact that first and foremost they have a low arsenal. They don't have the guns. Only a Thompson at least has an AKM, but 30 to 60 bullets, it's not going to help you that much.
Exactly. Game Horago game केटाहरु खेल्दैछन् स्लिपी भाइले खेल्दै स्लिपी भाइकोमा लाइभ छ स्लिपी भाइ त्यहाँ हेर्नुस् न है यो स्ट्रिम सकेपछि यो लास्ट गेम हो
teams here Tribe Aramasi Zayo right now pretty much already has the information. He does have this off angle working out for him, so just in case OPZ moves a little forward up against Tribe, I feel like Zayu will definitely spot them right off the bat, and that could be catastrophic once again for the side of OPZ. But then again, we're not discounting the possibility that OPZ might turn the tables up against Tribe Aerobase. So we'll just have to wait until this fight commences.
The fight will commence in a short while, but there we go.
1-15 को गेम भएन त आज निन्जा तिनीहरुको त्यो खोइ प्रेयर के गर्नुपर्ने भएर आज नहुने भनेर हालेको छ त चार्लीले
his team member, but on the other side come on, they're the ones that have one player eliminated. This is not looking good. Come on. You started so good. You were so good into the point structure, and suddenly after on the last match, in fact, you're kind of like crumbling once again, and now they're just pushing. It's a do and die situation. Same with the Royal Gurkhazi Esports as well. Just look at that. He's pushing. 2 of the players got knocked down. Now Mamba, the final hope of the team, he can either move out of this area or he can either do the same push again to try to get that elimination. But Wenham, oh my god, he just gave a stone on the players with that can, with those knockdowns of the car. But Mamba, you the DBS is gonna connect. Can you get a 1v3? Can you get a 1v3? The answer is no. You did got a connection. The damage was done, but not enough to player that he gets knocked out.
I was kind of hoping, like a smooth gameplay coming from Mamba, just because he is named Mamba. We needed that Mamba mentality, if you know what I mean. But anyway, just moments ago, for Tribe RMAC, the moment that they lost Zaya, I feel like there was a need for them to kind of reposition themselves, just because they don't really have, enough information as to where OPZ is exactly. But it's good to see right now Tribe Erangel still trying to make things happen up against OPZ, but getting tricks knocked down on the ground. Again, another advantage onto the side of OPZ Esports. Maybe they have awakened from their deep slumber. Mash here, 17! Tried to go in for the charge, but unfortunately, Erangel wasn't there to stop them. Man, Tribe still won that fight, and
PMNC finals
OPZ
सबैजना सँगै लाइभ गरेपछि बढ्छ केटा हो
one of
नातिनु
the
न
few teams that was
AD member
taken out of the game.
I have to say, this is one team that has been constantly struggling. Constantly. It's not just a 1 or 2 matches. No. It is the day number 1. It is the day number 2 now from this point onward as well, because they have been eliminated. And now, as we are down to 14 teams and 53 players are remaining into the game, one of them is going to be Team WENRC, down to the last 2 players with the 4 elimination. This is good, but I want to see DRS. I want to see where the DRS is right now situated at, where the team
first
is.
second go here and
RD,
difference
the
60 to
top
90
contenders,
point go lead
because I kind of want to see them go
Finals
against
ma
each
त्यतिको
other
भयो
in
भने
a
त
tussle
ढुक्क हुन्छ
to
त
find out who can have the number 1 spot. Fairy Pierce is where the team of WENRC is, and we were talking about that majority of the time, nobody goes to the Fairy Pierce side. That team that went there this time around, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over till it's over. Everyone is still trying to make it happen for themselves, and it's just that DRS was able to find their rhythm, and now everything's working out for them. I'm pretty sure that they are already at the top spot here, with 92 points. So again, other teams might have a rough time just trying to catch up with the number of points. We don't exactly know what happened with Nepix's momentum in terms of getting into day number 2 of the PMNC, but I am happy at the fact that it was a wonderful day for the side of the Royal Dragons, and Mystic is also doing absolutely great to just make sure that they remain competitive in a PMNC. I do wonder if there is going to be a change in how they approach the situation from the side of OPZ, because since day number 1, from the get-go, they have been losing a lot of fights, to be exact. So obviously, if something is not working out, you need to change it. You need to go back to the drawing board and talk about what you could do next, in other matches. But for OPZ, again, we're still hopeful for them to get back on track here. But as for the map feed, we still got Hoina coming in from military base. Same thing goes for Royal Dragon. And just looking at the situation here, both north and south part of Erangel will definitely be busy because most of the teams are going to flock in that area.
Yeah, they're going to flock, but it all comes down to that aggressive stances. I was hoping at the very least this match is going to provide us with that aggression that, okay, this is the final match of the day number 2. Let's go haywire. Let's go with the complete aggressive stances. But no, it's not that much aggression on the team, inside the team's eyes. And they're kind of like stepping on the fact that they're really thinking about it before stepping up, whether to take the fights, whether to like survive into the area. E2S is also one of the teams that I think got into a fight, but they disengaged because Rifa is the guy that is low on that HP, and judging from the fact that he's low on that HP, I can only assume one thing, that he got into the fight, he disengaged from there, and now he has healed himself once again back to the 75% HP, and 4-man standing, trying to like hold the positions down, the forts down, so they can have a really good end.
You know what? I do wonder if LHC will also pick up the pace here, so to speak, because it's a little bit underwhelming as well from the side of LHC. But of course, it's not how you start the game, it's how you finish it. And again, it's not over till it's over. So I'm still hoping for the best, for LHC here to make a difference come in day number 3. Since this is already the final match for day number 2, we still got another 5 matches tomorrow to deal with, and I do hope for the side of LHC they make something, they make something different on how they approach its situation. But the current situation right now for LHC is that they do have one casualty and they're holding on to a compound here. I mean, since this is just stage 2, perhaps the team is thinking, okay, maybe we'll get into an engagement come stage 3, because right now they're chilling like a villain in this compound, not really up for challenging any other teams. Looking at the clock, we still got 5 more seconds before we move into the next stage.
Oh my god. Yes, another stage is about to occur.
उफ जोन त आर्टिला मिठो छ हैनले नै सोचेर मुनिबाट रोटेसन दिए ठिक्क हुन्छ त तर सिधै माथि पेल्दै जान्छ के क्वालिफाई त भइसक्यो हान्दै गयो नि फरक पर्दैन
three teams actually cemented who has cemented themselves in the circle. DRS, Team MTD, and the team RC32.
Finals मा यसरी जोन बाहिर टिमहरु देख्दैन होला हामीले
as they're entering the side from the northern angle, they're going to take the fight against the RC32. And RC32, while they're taking the fight, there's also a chance that AST, Tribero Messi from the backside, can do a third party. But oh my god, look at the western corner. Look at the western corner. DRS is either in about a treat or they're going to have the time for themselves because there's so many teams coming on that area, coming around from that area. One slight mistake and that will mean that all of your efforts are going to go all in vain.
All right, here we go. LOD getting into position here. Ooh, slaughtering SPE in the process. But we're talking about just one player here coming from SPE. We still got 3 more to go. So they're still pretty competitive at this point in the match. Royal Dragon coming into play here up against VE. They do have that slight advantage because they do have the numbers, and VE obviously still trying to regroup, and with that massive nade coming from Claw. Oh man, Royal Dragon definitely has the leverage right now up against a VE, so we need to see a follow-through happen from the side of Royal Dragon. At this point, I mean, he's cooking up another nade here. He's going in for the charge up against Admiral, but LOD heard the gunshots, and they're looking to get into the mix as well, so this might be a 3-way battle.
Oh my god, the 3-way battle, the 3-way aggression, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. The player got knocked down, instant confirmation from the Royal Dragon side. That's a kill steal right there, let me tell you on that. But yes, the way that the players the way that the team is actually going out of the fight, I have to commend to these guys. Royal Dragon, so far 4 eliminations, 3 men still standing. LHC kind of low on that HP as one of their players right now knocked out. You can see the team LOD throwing the grenades against the team Royal Dragon. Another one is coming. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Will it connect this time around? This is the big question, and the answer is no. In the meanwhile, Forza's machines get absolutely decimated by the teams. LOD Nexus cooking that grenade, throwing it up. The damage has been done. Now it's time for you to go. Push on the players. Get those eliminations connected. This grenade can mark its wiki, but how did he survive that one?
We do understand the fact why these teams are actually gunning for this very compound. I mean, a while ago, it was included in the circle, but not anymore. So they need to settle the score as fast as they can. A lot of nades are being thrown from both of the teams here. We've got a Wimpy down on the ground. Godson is trying to heal himself up so that he could pick up his teammate as well. They are being thrown a lot of nades from that particular spot, and Kiddo is not stopping as well, doing a massive spray up against the Royal Dragons. Who will be winning the fight? That is still a big question that we are waiting on for an answer. Now here comes Godson. We need some godlike reflexes up against the Royal Dragons. He is cooking up that thing. We'll try to flush out Claw, but Claw, I feel like he's going to dodge that attack. And ooh, Tribero Messi again with another team eliminated. Ooh,
last one,
some points here.
They do. They
Yes,
keep
kill
on
उठाएछ
bagging those points for themselves, and this is a
जुट
good
के
start. This
भयो
is a definite
जुट्टीको
good start
बिग्रिरहेछ
for them. Sixth elimination once again. Tribero Messi, 64 points. At least they're gonna stick into the hashtag number 2 after this match because of the fact that it's an exact same point with the RD. They just need one more point or just need one more positioning for themselves, and it will be an easy task. It will be an easy peasy situation for them to like at least secure the hashtag number 2 position for themselves. But there we go. XZ, AXY, Jutty. Let's see. Can you survive? Can you survive out of this equation? The answer to that question might be a slight bit on towards the no side from what I can see so far. So one thing is the fact
quality
that
भन्नाले यो यस्तै हो मेरो मैले भन्दा नि उनीहरुले नै क्वालिटी नराम्रो दिएको तपाई नेपाली हेर्न गयो भने यो भन्दा नराम्रो क्वालिटी छ इंग्लिश त अझ ठिकै छ क्वालिटी
or even the top 5 to like get
डेल्टा भाइले हान्यो LHC को एउटा लास्ट वान त रहेछ LHC
Here we go. DRS has a massive chance here at
सेन्टरले गयो सेकेन्ड जोनमा हेर न फोर्थ जोन आइसक्दाखेरि त
we have one courtesy of Delta, and now he's popping up those smokes. Of
हेरेको
course,
छैन हो निशान मिश्र मैले हेरेकै छैन गेम मलाई कसरी थाहा हुन्छ म यहाँ हेर्दै छु
that box. As for XMPL, he is scouting the area in the outskirts just to make sure that there will be no team that will do a major backstab up against DRS. So this is one way to
46 points थियो जस्तो लाग्यो
make sure that they are going to be safe right at the edge of the circle here, and we'll do a massive destruction and damage up against the remaining teams here for stage number 4 in Erangel. Again, this is going to be the last round for day number 2 of the PMNC, and we're looking at MTD Twisted. Okay, you cannot overextend your pick right there, Gales. You are going to get your head popped off by another team here, and cannot really say if this is the best of spots for Mystic Twisted, just because there's another team that they may have to deal with, and those are the boys of SPE.
Snipex top 6 मै छ होला Snipex top 6 top 5 top 4
The DRS is alive.
थाहा भएन यारचोटी
alive. Mystic is alive with the 4-man, but oh my god, LHC is the team that is gonna get eliminated. MTD Twisted also got a lot of damage, and I totally give the credit to the DRS side. DRS is the one responsible for all the damages that is about to happen against all of these teams. Look at the position, look at the location that they have for themselves. Even Laud, the last guy, I do believe so. In fact, the single guy in the small of a shack, he's alive. I really want to see where the rest of his team is actually situated at. Maybe underground off the shelter side they're situated at, and that can be this can actually give you a decent amount of chance to like survive for a tad bit long bit of time. But still, you need to get your player in that car. Do not let him ride that horse. Do not let him ride that horse because it is going to be a hazard for you guys. There is a possibility that he might get taken out of that horse, away from that horse, and in an instance, you're going to lose the only thing so far that you have the best for yourself, the man advantage that can potentially help you once again get that winner in a chicken dinner. But DRS rushing in, closing in to the Haina Esports going underground, and so far the fight, it's kind of gone on aside, even though there's so many teams right next to each other.
Man, okay. I guess that is the best option for the side of DRS. They are, I mean, it's a great way to avoid conflict for now, because we just saw that there are a lot of teams in just one spot, and it could be, catastrophic for them to even join into the mix. Obviously, it's pandemonium right now in that particular area, and they don't want to risk it, losing members of the team. They would want to make sure that they score the chicken dinner for the final round here in Erangel. But as for SPE Mafia Punk, just moments ago, he was able to get that MVP title. So I just know that this guy is itching a bit in terms of getting those elimination points, and I do love the fact that they managed to get here to stage 5. And just look at the minimap right there. How many cars do you see? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 teams to be exact here, having an exchange, having an altercation. LOD Nexus on your screen at the moment, and they're trying to protect themselves, but I'm not sure if this bunker is the safest place to stay, because if if it will not be favored by the zones later on, then it could be a choke point. It could be their the last place that they could stay in on.
I mean, that is true. That is very much true at this point. You don't want to get under the bunker and let the zone run away from you. You're going to be completely stranded, and we'll just hope that, oh my god, let the other team be inside some bunkers as well, and let them get eliminated with
SL को लागि चाहिँ दुईटा टिम क्वालिफाई हुने हो
beauty, getting the MTD player down like this, getting that knockout on the confirmation. He's trying, he's getting some damage.
सनन्दलाई भन्नुहुन्छ कि नाइ रे थाहा भएन जुटी लाइभ नआउने हो भने सनन्दले ब्रोडकास्टमा हाल्नुहुन्छ होला त
on him. He is still alive right there, but going to the fact that DRS is the second elimination so far for themselves, and the team MTD, they've gone to res their player up. This is a very, very risky move that the MTD has taken for themselves. This can be detrimental. This can be a potential threat, because those tap shots are connecting, and Killer White is going to take Caesar down. Now, you had to lose only one player, but now you're going to lose two instead of one.
I do love the fact that, you know, there are a lot of teams in that spot, but the trades that have been happening is just picking off their members. No team have been taken out just yet. And the fact that, you know, Mystic is still there holding on to that very spot. I mean, it's kind of hard to defend given the situation. I mean, it's just a crater, so to speak. So they don't really have that much cover to begin with. And the fact that they're able to defend themselves given the circumstances, oh man, it is a beautiful defense being set out by Mystic. But meanwhile, we can see LOD Nexus. Okay, 6 elimination points now in the bag, and just as we praised Mystic in their overall performance, they have now been taken out. I feel like it was DRS who was able to eliminate them, which brings us down to just 17 remaining here, ladies and gents. And RLX Esports on your screen, we can see that Dila 31 is cooking up that nade, but kind of hesitated whether or not he's going to throw that one. But from the kill fit, it's tried Erangel shutting down another player in the game.
Oh my god, look at this. It is DRS constantly going with those tap, the shots. Those knockouts that are actually happening. And the best part is that the DRS is not even moving an inch from the position that they have cemented themselves into. But Triber Messi, you need to go forward. You need to get some shots connected on the players, because at this angle, you might be a little bit overexposed to your enemies. Not just this one, the RC32, no, the backside, the DRS. They also have an eye out for you, so you better be careful. You better be careful on whatever you're doing. As Rig gets taken down, Trix and Venom are the only two hope for the teams. So far, the situation is not looking good for the team Triber Messi, but I do love the fact that they have 7 eliminations so far to their name, and total of 65 points.
Yes, and so far, again, Triber Messi is the top performing team for this round. Same thing goes for LOD. They're tied up in terms of elimination points. Now, LOD managed to secure 8 points now, so that's 1 point lead up against Tribe Aero Macy. And whoa, Tribe Aero Macy just got eliminated by Royal Dragon. So final 5 teams remaining here. DRS, again, part of this 5 teams. They're looking to score perhaps their 3rd chicken dinner of the night, but unfortunately Killer Whitey caught a nade to the face here, and Delta is just right up behind him, so there's a chance for him to get picked up against LOD. Delta with a DB as shuts down Godson, and now he throws in a nade to keep them at bay, so he won't have time to pick up Killer Whitey, which is of course an absolute tactical gameplay coming from DRS.
This is an absolute tactical gameplay coming from the DRS side. Just look at that. But on the other side, if we're talking about the Esports, they're also down to the very last guy. Everything is deciding on this guy's shoulder as well. But RC32, you know there's someone into the vicinity. You have to get that grenade connected on him. The shot did not, the grenade did not connect. Player once again is going for the push. but in an instant, that grenade, that damage, that splash damage is gonna take care of the player. It's over. It's over for another team. RX gets finished out. Haina Esports also struggling a little bit on the side where the DRS is actually pushing on to them. Delta, the moment you're gonna step out of this blue, you're instantly gonna get knocked out. This is one thing that's for sure. But very, very cleverly, he's going to heal himself once again. 3-man standing. It is 1 versus 2 versus 2 versus 3. DRS having the best man advantage once again.
This is what we were talking about just a while ago. I mean, if you're inside those bunkers, and your space will definitely be limited here. DRS, okay, so far it's a strong team. They do have the number advantage, a whopping 37%. That they could bag the chicken dinner from this round, and we are already at stage 7. We're close to wrapping things out. Now, Delta continues to flush out Slayer from Haina Esports, and I'm pretty sure the adrenaline right now is pumping through their veins. And let's see who has eyes in their veins to pull off a chicken dinner. But as for RC32, okay, they still have 2 more players. He has his eyes set on Killer YT and Delta of DRS, but if he can get some shots done up against DRS, that remains to be a mystery. So we'll just have to wait up until these teams that we see on the screen are forced to deal with one another. I mean, we are already at stage 8 here, Taurus, and stage 9 is about to come, and pretty much we will be running out of space here. But I'm happy at the fact that Slayer still tries to survive this situation.
They are trying to survive the situation, but I don't even know how is this possible. Like every other team that's a duo, that's a trio, they're actually going for the fight, but they're still alive. But oh my goodness, look at the chunk of damage. There is no way you even have the opportunity of going forward, getting that damage. But oh my god, right on the face. DRS, you guys did Haina dirty right there. Instantly, that elimination comes in. 5 total elimination for the DRS side. RC32 taking the fight against the team LOD. And as LOD, 1 player is knocked out. The second grenade could have been detrimental. Could have been the one that could have eliminated the guy. But Nexus Beast, there we go. There we have it. The player is ready. The player is going to get that revive. And with this, we're down to the top 3 teams.
And now here comes LOD Nexus. They're going to move. Of course, they need to pop up those smokes to conceal their location. And here comes RC32 Esports as well. A Ninja on the screen. Trying to do a massive spray up against the remaining teams here. Delta, DRS getting into position, doing a massive spray as well up against LOD. Delta trying to dance it off up against a Beast here. Who will be the apex predator in this situation? Beast is about to take in a lot of damage from that nade, but he still stands right behind that tree. Delta needs to make something happen as he is the last remaining player coming from DRS, and there you go! DRS scored their 3rd winner chicken dinner of the night!
Oh my god, the day number 2 is filled with the Royal Dragon and the DRS. The way DRS secured every single match that they had. 19 points for the second match, 19 points for the match number 4, and I want to see how many points are they going to secure in the match number 5. Are they going to keep this line running, the 19 points, or they're going to secure more or maybe less points? But yeah, they're gonna secure in a single day. On top of those eliminations, secure in a single day. On top of those elimination, that's actually like 70 points down to, I would say, around 60 to 70 points.
सबजना आइदिनु भएको धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद
DRS is the star of day number 2
DRS दुईटा RD जति भयो नेपाली मात्र
in a single day, I'd say, Andy.
Wow. लगाइ सबजनालाई
Oh my goodness.
आइदिनु भएको धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद
DRS is the star